Welcome to the Four Brewers podcast. My name is John Holzer, and as always, I'm joined by
Jason Turple Harris,
Greg Nagel.
Still drunk from last night, Joe Senegalia.
I got beer in my eyeball. I'm like,
yeah.
welcome
so
to the first show, fourth show.
Yeah, exactly. It's already the fourth show. I told Joe that reference last night too, so now he gets it. This week on the show, we are celebrating Timbo. It's
Timbo.
We recently had Timbo week. What was it?
Timbo?
2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I don't know. If you're unfamiliar, Timbo is a beer that is made by Highland Park Brewery out of Los Angeles, and it's a very, very hoppy pils. And once a year, they have Timbo Week where they make a bunch of different variants of it, and they also share the recipe. I believe it's a publicly posted recipe too for the beer, and other guest breweries, or I don't know. I think you can just brew it if you want to brew it. It doesn't matter. But other breweries all over the country, and I don't know. I guess you could say country because Pint House did one, and they're out of Texas. Joe recently did that on his channel, I think a couple days ago. But this week we have the Highland Park version. We have one from Alvarado Street, one from Cellar Maker, one from Everywhere, and I think that's it. Maybe.
Yeah, we didn't get North Park or Pint House. We missed those ones.
Yeah.
Has Green Cheek ever done one? It seems like a natural.
I thought they did one a couple
Timbo
years ago, right?
I could have sworn they had.
I thought
Maybe,
they did it like
yeah.
a few years ago.
I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Green Cheek is too popular now, and they're like, we'll let these Everywhere guys
Let the peasants
swoop
brew
in
it.
on it.
Timbo's not good enough to be in their breweries.
This Joe guy alone is pretty much keeping us afloat, so we don't really need to.
Seriously, bro. I was there yesterday with John.
Yeah, I spent a couple $100 yesterday.
It's probably easier for you guys to say when you're not there.
I know, right? I'm like, you guys know there's other breweries, right?
That is true. If it's a weekend, I'm probably a Green Cheek.
It's the new spot in Oceanside, formerly Bagby. It's just so nice, and the weather's
It's
nice.
so great.
And, I don't know. It's a cool vibe there, and
It was packed yesterday too, dude. It was packed.
That kind of sucked. Yeah, it took a while to get some beers sometimes. But so, Greg, you did a little research on Timbo. I don't know much about the history and lore of this beer. Why don't you fill us in a little bit?
So yeah, I dug deep in the internet and I went to a website called hopculture.com, which appears to be a really well curated site. I need to put that in my wheelhouse of
I've seen some good
sites
stuff there.
Yeah, it's quality writing and good photos and lots of good info. So highly recommend checking it out. So I'm just going to sort of summarize. In 2015, Highland Park had another brewer. His name was Tim McDonald, hence the Timbo Pils. And he was they're a sour, or I guess he's currently a sour brewer and wood cellar manager at Monday Night Brewing back east.
Great brewery, by the way.
But at the time, he worked at Highland Park, and they were going to a cask ale fest up in LA. I would assume at Yorkshire Square, and they didn't have anything available, so they wanted to make a hoppy pils, and instead of just adding extra hops to the cask, they decided to blend their current Pilsner, I think it's called Refresh, and their West Coast IPA called Hello LA, and they did a blend of the two beers in a cask, and they're like, this is magical, and decided to make Timbo Pils. So it's Tim's Bo Pils. I never really put that together that it's a Bo Pils, but
Yeah,
I
there's a
thought the
beer name
Bo
that,
was for Bob.
Tim Bob?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know.
not, yeah.
he's the other brewer at
Yeah.
the time.
Is he? Bo? Bob? Tim and Bob. Yeah.
He's the
Tim
brewer.
Bob pills.
Yeah, you kind of shorten it to Timbo.
They need to make
I
a beer
like
called
the
Tim
Bo
Bob.
Pills thing. That I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to have Bob's name in there too, but I like the.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Mentions
Let's
it's
just say
a
it's both.
it mentions it's a 50-50 blend of the two beers, which is kind of fascinating. And I've had Hello LA before,
Oh,
and it's a
great beer.
fantastic IPA.
Yep.
So this is
And,
still just a blend, like, or are they? It's an actual.
No. So they
Okay.
decided after that to go back and figure out an actual West Coast pills recipe and create the recipe. It was Citra Mosaic dry hop on top of a normal. It looks like they use German hops and technique, like a traditional pills, and then just dry hop the shit out of it.
Fun story about Hello LA. I was seeing Killswitch Engage in Pomona one time, and at the Rookery right there, Adam D from Killswitch was there ordering a Hello LA, and he said it was the best IPA he'd had on the whole tour.
It's a good
Nice.
beer, dude.
Yeah.
Beer's fantastic.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah, we're
says
starting off-
from Tim McDonald real quick. He said, I wanted to call it Tim's Bo Pills, but it got shortened to Timbo Pills. I thought it was a funny name. It seemed to make sense. So that was all.
Is there
That's one
like
of those
a
beer
story
names that
behind?
I've seen around and just never thought about it. It's just like, oh, it's Timbo. What's that? I don't know. It's what they call
I
it.
don't know.
It's also the can art's super cool with the it's a bass guitar, right? What is that? Like, does anybody know? Is there a story behind that?
It
The
looks
label?
like it's a 6-string guitar, so it's a regular guitar, but the
Oh, it's a regular
strings
guitar.
are busted off. So
And like they're making the name, it
Maybe
spells the name
Tim
Timbo.
played-
Yeah, I wonder
Tim
what that
played
is.
guitar, maybe.
It's just
Tim
it's
played
very like
guitar.
it's one of those beers like you see the label, you know what it is.
yeah, exactly.
This beer is my happiness hotel, by the way, as you can tell by my glassware.
Yeah,
It's got
you can.
a,
That's authentic leaded paint one too. You can tell
Love
because the
it.
colors look just as good as they did in 1977 when they
Mhm,
put the
yep.
lead on there.
I love it.
Look at me rocking the new glassware.
Instant Associates, 1981.
Yeah, we're all getting
Great
new
year.
glassware, by the way. Everyone's getting a case. So if you see us around, we might have a glass to give you. So,
Dude, I passed out a lot of stickers last night at the party, by the way.
nice. And we have stickers too. Yeah. Got new
Hell
stickers
yeah.
made.
I would like some.
And 3 people, speaking of Green Cheek, 3 people hit Joe up. They're like, hey, man, I love your videos. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was rad, dude.
He gave a
was
guy his
super cool.
phone number so he can get some of his homebrew.
There,
There you go.
we get some homebrew play. Yeah.
Pretty funny. So yeah, the first beer, this is the Highland Park variant or version, or I don't know what you want to call it, but it seems appropriate to
It's the
start with that
OG.
one because it's their beer. So
It is mosaic heavy on the nose.
yeah,
It is dank blue. Well, my can is
I
dank
get
blueberries.
blueberry on there.
Yep.
That is grassy blueberry. It
My favorite
smells
part of
right.
mosaic, dude. I love that blueberry thing.
Oh, it's I can almost chew it, like feel the blueberries in my mouth. That's how blueberry it smells.
You can chew the
Feel
aroma.
beer smell.
Yeah, it's weird.
I love it.
It's got to be a weird place to be like, because the best breweries tend to get the first hop picks, right? They get like the good mosaic, and it must suck to be like an up and coming brewery who's like, all I get is the fucking leftover garbage mosaic, and like I can't
where-
get to be the good brewery because nobody buys my beer because I get the shitty mosaic. So
That's where that's where hops like Idaho 7 creep into Bills. Like, oh my god, dude.
But those good breweries had to start off as shitty little breweries. That's especially Highland Park. They were brewing out of the back of a fucking bar. Like,
Yeah,
Dude,
the
their mash
parking
tun, their mash
Yeah.
tun was literally a jacuzzi, like an LA porn jacuzzi.
That's awesome.
Dude,
I
I miss the Hermosillo. I haven't been out there since they opened downtown LA, but that was where the whole banana car thing started.
yeah,
Because there's like a weird hoarder house next to Highland Park, and they had a coin operated machine with the banana car guy, and that became like our mascot for a while.
yeah.
We were the banana car brigade for a while, but
Yeah,
that's kind of died off.
Speaking
And
of
then when I
shitty
got a
mosaic
banana
hops,
car, I was super stoked. I'm like, wow, I finally got a banana car.
I think Zach like bought all of the banana car toys on fucking eBay. They're like McDonald's toys from like the 90s.
Yeah,
And he just bought the whole supply.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Fun
Yeah,
time.
I mean, you guys get blueberries, but I'm just getting over a cold, so the blueberries aren't necessarily at the front of my palate here. But
Does it smell
I'm
dank
getting
to you,
like
though?
sort of like dank lemon herbal, and then the tropical kicks in a little bit, and it's just
The lemon thing, you're right. It's very like a zesty, pithy kind of citrus, like like oily, like rind of something.
yeah, like Ricola almost.
Well, like what?
And a nice Ricola.
Oh, I was like, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, it's got that little Ricola on the back palate.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was looking forward to doing this because, like you said, Jason, it was going to be interesting to see how them using the same hops but different. You know, everyone's getting different hops. You said how different the aromas and the flavors of these beers were going to be.
Although you'll note that the only people that are releasing Timbos are the ones that also get the good hops.
Yeah.
Like Cellar Maker, Alvarado Street, like everywhere. Like they
North
all
Park.
get the good stuff too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's seriously the Mount Rushmore of good breweries, right?
It really is for West Coast IPA, like in California, those guys
And
are some
Pint
of the
House
biggest hitters out
too.
there.
When I was out visiting Kyle from the chat out in Austin, he took me to Pint House, and goddamn, their beers are good.
Dude,
Their
but
pizza's good too.
Just real quick, because you
Yeah.
guys just named like amazing breweries in California. It is still living rent free in my head. Someone on Threads the other day said that California has nothing on Michigan breweries, and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't
come
count
on out.
Founders here.
I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I work near Carlsbad. I'm like, Carlsbad alone has better breweries than everywhere in Michigan. Just Carlsbad.
We don't
I
got
mean-
we don't got Smooge here, so you know Michigan's really fucking.
Dude, seriously, I have not stopped
That's so
thinking
funny.
about that. I'm like, this dude is fucking insane. What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much for
You're not
dick
wrong.
stepping on other states' beers, but
Right, no,
you
I
know,
listen,
I have a lot of family in Michigan, and they take me to breweries all the time out there. They're fine.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
saying-
we're
Carl-
spoiled out here.
Carlsbad, California alone has better breweries than everything in Michigan.
Maybe they
like-
just really like Bell's.
Spitting
Bell's
facts.
is in Michigan.
If the
right?
dude wanted to say like
Bell's
Vermont, like,
Kalamazoo, yeah.
I would say like, you know, Vermont, like, yeah, that's a good argument. Like Vermont could have better beer than California, but not fucking Michigan. Sorry.
No, like
Yeah, I mean,
Oregon, maybe.
I had to get that out. I just
Oregon's
had to get
got
that out.
Oregon,
good
Colorado.
stuff.
I would say Colorado
Uh,
per capita.
you know what? Colorado's not great at these days is at least
Ba-
if they're making it that
baseball.
I'm not seeing it. Fucking hoppy beer. Like, what's a
That's a
good
good
hoppy
point.
Colorado beer that you drink?
yeah. What Colorado breweries do we still get here? Do we still
Was
get
it the,
Avery?
was it the
Belgium?
Maharaja?
Yeah, Maharaja, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
I mean
slaps.
that's exactly my point. Is that we're going back to a fucking 15-year-old crystal malt fucking.
I don't know, man.
Dude, but when you
Triple
sit and
IPA.
think about it, California is pretty unfuckwithable when it comes to beer. Like, there's
Yeah,
not many
California's as
states.
big as like
It's-
14 other states.
I'm just saying, it's the best beer in the country. Like, nobody.
And it's not even just like Southern California, like Central California, Northern California, everything.
everywhere.
The whole state is locked down with like great
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to hate on Michigan, but to say that it's better than California, or
Well, I'm not
Not
hating on Michigan. I'm
specifically
hating on the
California.
dude who said that.
If you come
Yeah.
at the king, you better not miss. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I'm a European or something and I'm like literally just booking travel to the US just for beer, I'm not
California.
flying to Michigan.
No.
Pure Michigan.
yeah,
I
the
would
dude I knew
honestly
from
fly to
Japan,
LA
he would
and drive down
start.
to San Diego.
He would start in the Midwest and then end in California because, like, obviously because he has to fly back to Japan, but in California is the closest place to do that from. But it's like he would go as far east as he could, buy beer, whatever, get it all shipped to California, and then be like, okay, now I'm in California where all the good beer is. And
Yeah.
he went wild. So Michigan, sorry,
I didn't mean to get off on that tangent. I just had to get that out.
it's all good.
You, Mr. Person on Threads who said that, are insane.
Joe's thinking about you every day.
I say it
Hating-
lives rent
Hating
free.
on Michigan, and yet you've been quoting ICP all morning. You know the duality
Whoop,
of Joe.
whoop,
It's
whoop.
made with that lake water beers.
I'm gonna try to save some of these as I go to kind of A/B test them.
Oh yeah,
As you
same.
should.
I hate being tested in my
Inside joke.
God.
Which one do we want to do next?
Oh, we didn't even
didn't
really talk
fucking-
about this. This beer's awesome.
Oh yeah, I thought
We've had it on
you know,
the show before.
Okay.
I did look it up. Green Cheek has made one. I think they made one last year. It would make sense that they kind of rotate breweries in and out that do.
For some reason, I thought anybody could brew it. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought they had a recipe posted and all this other shit.
I
You
mean,
put
I'm
the-
sure they
Let's go.
I'm sure
let's
they
go. I was
like
gonna say-
hit them up and they're like, "Hey, is it cool if we do one for Timbo Week or whatever?"
Yeah, because they got
Or
to
like
get the
other
label
way.
art and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Let's go alphabetical. How's that? Alvarado Street.
Alvarado.
Alvarado.
Okay.
I also noticed the only brewery that did a different label was Everywhere.
Because they're
Anybody else notice
hipsters.
that? Like everyone else.
Yeah,
just
and they did it correctly
I
too.
think-
'Cause
yeah.
it's like a bizarro version of the label. That's
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
cool.
I like
That's
that they
cool
did their
looking.
own. The other breweries are pretty lazy. They should have done their own thing.
What the hell,
Apparently,
Alvarado?
the blue gloves with the white undergloves is like what they wore in the brewery, and that's kind of like what the little joke is on that.
Alvarado
Ah.
is the little bear guy, right? This one? That's Alvarado.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it says Alvarado Street
Oh, it
Brewery in
does.
really big fucking letters on the side. So,
Jason, listen, I'm still intoxicated.
Wow, it smells totally different.
Does it?
Oh fuck yeah!
Why? It's the same shit. No, that's crazy.
Oh, it smells way different. This
I
smells
would
like
guess
Yeah, right.
this.
Oh
has
my
like
God.
This has like an earthy funk to it.
Alvarado
Totally.
generally has like a
Wow.
without smelling it yet, like they feel like they have a softer approach to how they hop beer.
It
like
smells.
they're-
Jason, you say that, and when I say something smells soft, that's the first thing that popped into my head. Is like this smells like pillowy and more a little on the like kind of how like a hazy would smell.
Yeah,
to
it
me.
does smell like a hazy boy, honestly.
Doesn't it smell funky though? Does anybody else
It's,
get that?
It's like an
I get the
earthy
passion
funk.
fruit.
little
Passion
bit
fruit,
more-
like a little.
It's a little more clear too than the Highland Park one was.
Compared to the Highland Park. The Highland Park is just super fruity. Where this
This
one
is much more dank on my palate too. It's very grassy, earthy.
I get the big
Wow.
lemongrass off of it.
This tastes completely different.
This almost tastes like it has like Idaho 7 hops in it. That's the kind of earthy funk, but not like to the point of like that smelly sock kind of vibe.
Yeah, I
But
get
it's-
little little underripe papaya, and then I still get that lemon verbena, lemon zest.
Fuck, what is verbena? I get it.
It's this is like a
Verbena?
It feels like it's
Verbena.
a little bit thinner on the mouthfeel than the Highland Park beer was, but it's got like this like tropical fruit flavor to the
Mhm.
hops. This is super crushable, like even more than the Highland Park one. I feel like this one is just like a
I feel like the-
crusher.
I
I feel like
I
the
agree.
carbonation's a little less too on
Yeah.
the Alvarado.
The
What's weird
Highland
is I
Park
got a
has a-
ton of head, so maybe it like foamed off the carbonation or something because mine foamed up a lot when I poured it.
Mine did too.
Yeah,
but
the
it's
Highland
flavor
Park is a little more prickly on the palate, whereas Alvarado's a little more like less carbed.
And the Highland
But
Park has a long-lasting, lingering bitterness at the
So
end.
that's-
like,
yeah,
that hangs
Jason-
out in the
Jason-
back of the tongue.
Yeah, Jason was saying this one's crushable. I agree. Like it's not as intense on your palate.
It's very Pilsner forward, whereas
Got
Highland Park
aroma,
seems a
though.
little more on the IPA side, right? Or IPL side.
Exactly. Yeah. This is
Damn,
no
this is
shade on
really
Highland
good.
Park, but this is damn good. I mean,
I
not
mean,
that
again,
Highland
we're
Park's bad. They're different beers. It's crazy.
we're watching a bunch of like the IPA Hall of Fame come out and make a West Coast Pilsner, so it's like the
Do you think it
It-
bums like would it bum out people at Highland Park if they like to have someone else's version of Timbo and like fuck this is better than ours?
No, I think they'd be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Yeah, how'd
Like,
you do
so
that?
We
Yeah.
can maybe try to do something like that because for it being the same ingredients and it's so different, that's got to be intriguing.
Well,
as a-
and doing this
Really
format where you're having a bunch of other breweries brew the beer, you're not doing that just so you can swing your big dick on the table and be like, "Yeah, I knew mine was better."
That's a good point. Yeah.
I do kind of think like it would be fun if I was a brewer. I'd be like, I want to make the best version of their beer just to send it to have them drink and be like, fuck, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you get that competitive thing in.
Looking at Untapped, by the way, it's kind of fun seeing some of the other breweries that have done Timbo. Not necessarily this year, but like besides Green Cheek, Cloudburst has done it.
Yeah,
Monday Night Brewing, which we just learned is where
of course.
Tim actually ended
Tim
up.
McDonald.
Amalgam
Oh, that's
Brewing
cool.
has done them. Burial has done one.
Yes.
Cloudburst did theirs this year. I think I'm getting some of that. If I get extra cans, I'll send them to you guys to drink.
Oh,
them.
sweet.
Nice.
They're in the UK,
Yeah.
right? They're England.
No,
Galan.
I thought Cloudburst is what's the place in Seattle? Cloud something. That's the one I'm
Oh,
getting.
yeah. No, you're right. It is. They are Seattle.
Okay,
Who
yeah,
am I
so that-
thinking of then? I don't know.
Omnipolo? Is that who you're thinking of?
No, the
No,
British
there's another
hazy,
cloud.
the
Yeah,
British
there's another
hazy
cloud.
guys.
Yeah. Shoot, you're right. But Cloudburst in Seattle did Timbo this year, and I think I'm getting some clues of that.
Cloudwater. That's who you're thinking of. Jason, Cloudwater.
Oh, that's just rain.
Well, it says they're from England.
The marine layer. That's all that is.
Shut up,
Cloudwater.
Marine.
They have a 3.96 brewery rating on Untapped, so they're from
Not
Manchester.
quite that
In
four. Not quite that four.
Manchester,
Is that like a good brewery
England,
rating for Untapped?
England.
I always talk about hating Untapped ratings.
Over
that
4
good?
is like hype. Under 4 is like, yeah, they're
Oh,
good.
gotcha.
3.96
Around
is
3.6
your-
or lower is like.
If
You're
I
good
remember
brewery.
right, Cloudwater's been on Firestone.
Mhm.
They were at the Firestone Invitational a few times. So
I think you're
to
right.
me, that's a testament of quality.
Man, I could drink this beer all day. This
It's
is
good
so
stuff.
good.
Good
Man.
stuff.
And it's the same alcohol with completely different beer. That's
Holy
crazy.
smokes.
Are-
Chew your beer. I had all 14 Timbos in one time. Good after a playa.
Phenomenal evening. You
Oh,
sleep
yeah,
in
it
that
was.
park across the street or
No
what?
shit. It was a phenomenal evening.
Hopefully you were Ubering.
Now he's
I
part
swear to
man,
God-
part hop.
50% of the time I'm going to Highland Park, there's like some sort of weird music festival for Gen Z bands that I've never heard of happening at that fucking park. Like it's always something happening there, which makes the whole area a shit show.
That's
Man,
very
it's
tasty.
good.
It's delicious.
I kind of don't want to move on. I just want to drink this beer and hang out.
You know what, John? You got to move on, playa.
I do get like a little tea character on the finish too, like a little tannic.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Like that little kiss of tannic on the end.
Just a smidge.
You ever-
Just a little. Mwah.
A little peck.
So we're going cellar maker alphabetically, right?
Yeah. If I
Oh, my
remember
hands are
right,
so sweaty.
when I searched for Cellar Maker before, like cellarmaker.com is like a fucking coffin company or something.
Oh no. Is it really?
I remember it being something weird like that.
Speaking of West Coast IPAs and amazing breweries, Cellar Maker makes one of my favorite beers of all time. Strata, is that what it was?
Mostrata. Oh my
you guys
god.
had that,
yes.
right? Yeah, the Mosaic and Strata IPA.
Oh yeah,
Holy
Mostrada's.
smokes.
Yeah, it is one of the best IPAs
Oh,
I've ever had.
dude, it's unreal.
Cellar Maker during
Cellarmaker.com.
COVID was one of those breweries that I ordered quite a bit of beer from
Oh yeah, me too.
during lockdown.
I think that was
Yep.
one of our first remote shows that we ordered beer from. Was in the Mostrata.
And Dank
Cellarmaker.com.
Williams, one of my favorite beers.
Cellarmaker.com is a company that makes custom wine cellars. So
They've stepped
okay.
it up too. I remember the last time we did a Cellar Maker show and I found that site. It looked like a GeoCity site. Now it looks like a Squarespace site.
Does it have the little under construction guy with a
Pretty much.
He's
It was
got-
pretty
got the
gnarly.
hard hat.
shovel, the hard hat?
Dude,
Under
it's so crazy.
construction.
This beer smells so different than the last one.
So you're on the Cellarmaker, right?
I am, yeah. It doesn't have that funk to it, does it, Greg? Do you smell that?
Mine, I'm smelling honestly just a little BO on it, which is like super dank.
Some Famunda cheese.
We're ugly and have
It's
body
like-
odor.
That's like Philadelphia cab driver a little bit. On the nose.
It could be so nice.
Fucking
Hmm.
Philadelphia specifically.
Yeah. After some
Wasn't it-
going out drinking.
This
Was
one
that
does smell dank.
Is
Yeah.
that Tommy Boy when he was like rubbing himself with the thing? And like, you smell like a cab driver in there, and the cab's like, not that there's anything wrong with that.
I don't remember.
Man, this is zippy on the finish.
On the nose is a little more subdued, not home. It's got some dank on it, but it's not popping off like the
This
first
is
two.
much more prickly on your palate. You're right, Greg. Zippy is a good word.
Mhm.
The hop characters, like, I'm getting a lot more dankness out of the hops, to use a very fucking descriptive word. But
What's that mosaic though?
I'm getting a lot of mosaic off of this, like very, very purpley blueberries, like dark berry fruit.
Gosh, these beers are so good.
Still comparing to Highland Parks, I do get the blueberry on the nose, but Highland Parks just pops way more with the blueberry note. This is, like I said, in my opinion, way more subdued.
Sub, dude.
Crushable.
yeah, this
still.
one does seem milder of the bunch. I mean, again, these are all A beers. Like they really are. Like
I'm not going into this to critique.
yeah.
No, that's not happening. I'm just trying to see how different they are from one another.
It's good to like go back to Highland Parks a little bit take a sip, and then go back to each one
Exactly.
to compare and contrast.
I finished it.
Oh,
The whole thing. You should have saved some.
I have to
So
go
cheer-
grocery shopping after this.
I should
True.
have saved some, but I
True.
finished it.
Chew your beer goes. Jason's the only one pouring entire cans in his glass. Jason's an absolute legend.
Doug Life.
As
He's
the
a
kids
beast.
say, he's a unit.
Absolute unit.
Absolute dog.
Hey, chat.
Yeah, this one, the hop character lingers on the palate a little bit more. It lingers on the back of your palate. You just taste like you drank something hoppy, where I felt like the Alvarado one kind of cleans up a little bit more. Which
For sure.
They both are good in their own way. It's just kind of two different vibes on the same experience.
Yeah, this one's coming off more like a dank IPA for me, whereas the Alvarado Street, again, it had that kind of hazy vibe going on, and it cleans up. It's like off your palate after you swallow. It's just gone. It doesn't linger at all. That's why I think that one's so crushable, because something that is hoppy like this tends to be taxing after a while, where it's just like, God, I just want to drink a water now, just to kind of flush it all away.
Clean
You
it
get
up.
palate fatigue, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I also say that it's pretty wild that this beer is almost 6%? Like, it is so drinkable for being almost that ABV. That's wild.
That's a really good point. Drinkability is like critical with the West Coast pills. You do have to. There's a fine line between too much hops. You really can go too far, and there's a lot of restraint. And especially the cellar maker. It seems like it's a little more subdued, like you were saying. It's it's still pilsnerish.
It's crazy to me that these drink so much lighter, I feel, than almost 6%. But
It's also like, people will like, we've kind of started talking about West Coast Pilsner, and I looked at the same Hop Culture article that Greg did, where they're kind of talking about the history of the style or whatever. And it is weird how it does kind of do its own thing. It doesn't taste like an IPL. It doesn't taste like a cold IPA. Like,
It's
those
crisp.
are all similar approaches,
Mhm.
but it tastes like its own thing. It's a different
It keeps
beer.
its crisp. If you like dry beers, like West Coast Pills is where it's at, man.
it's my favorite style right now. I'm completely in love with it. That's
It's
all I want
forever
to
in
drink.
beer style.
I'm going to
That's all
go
I wanna
grab
drink.
3 more glasses, because now I want to just sample these side by side. So
I'm gonna,
Yeah, go
I'm
for
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna
2
cuvee all of them at the end.
That's not a bad
Cuvee.
idea.
I'm gonna cuvee them.
Don't look it.
I'm gonna get a 1 liter vessel. Cuvee all the
Cuvee.
Timbos.
Just cuvee it.
That should be a thing. If you go to everybody's chiming in about bars that have all of the stuff on tap, there should be a suicide option. A Timbo
It would be
suicide.
fun, yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm like, can I
wish
get a Timbo suicide? I'll hold the Alvarado though.
That's the one bummer about being down in San Diego is not a lot of places, have the Timbo stuff. So I'd have to drive to go do that. I would love to do Timbo week. I'm
To
too
be
far
honest,
away.
you don't see Highland Park on at a lot of places.
No.
Like,
Yeah, you're right.
Even up here, they're still
That's a-
kind of small, and I think they do most of their.
That's a beauty of being a quality brewer. Once you have that status of a quality brewer, you can push all of your beer across your own tap room, which means you make all the money. You're not paying a 30% charge to some distributor. You don't have to pay a car and a driver to drive around and put your beer on tap.
And I
blah,
think
blah,
they
blah.
still do they do delivery, don't they?
They do local delivery and pickup. Yeah.
Something like
It just
Cameron.
it goes south, but not south enough for me, which is a bummer.
Oh, it doesn't go here. It doesn't.
I'm saying if you look at the little map, like it goes, oh gosh, what's the cutoff south? I think it's not.
I thought they
Dane-
only went I thought they did delivery pretty locally. It's within like a pretty short distance of the brewery now.
Hang on. I feel like I
You
was
wanna
like,
see-
gosh, close. Park.
Do you like my AI eyeball thing with NVIDIA broadcast? It keeps my eyeballs on the camera at all times.
Oh,
It's
that's
like-
weird.
No matter where I look, my eyeballs are fixed. Like,
That's crazy.
unless I go like,
Can I do
That's
that?
weird.
That's really
do you have
weird.
NVIDIA broadcast?
I do.
I don't like AI.
I'm looking right at you, Joe, even though I'm not.
Let's see here. Local beer
Even
delivery.
though I'm better than you, I
What are we
am
talking
not.
about?
So Jason, they
Oh.
go on Thursdays almost all the way to Irvine, bro.
No shit.
Yeah.
Talking about
Tuesday.
Highland Park delivery.
Yeah.
Damn, playa.
Playa.
We're
I
gonna
just
go
was-
to
I was just
everywhere?
telling the guys while you walked away that it's a bummer that he walked away again.
I'm still here.
Just walk away.
Yeah, the eye
Just
contact
walk
thing is
away.
creepy. It's creeped me out at least. I'm fucking over it.
I like to put it on and see if anybody notices. Like, dude, you know, you can look at other things other than the camera.
So you're not looking. You're not looking at the camera right now.
No, I'm literally like reading an article on something else.
Dude, honestly though,
That is
I gotta
fucking
use that
scary.
for work.
Yeah. Here, I'll turn it off. There we go. Here's what I'm really looking at, and here's on, off, on, off, on.
Camera 1, camera 2.
I swear I
camera
gotta
1.
use that for
Camera
work,
one,
dude.
camera
I'll be
two.
on my fucking team meetings.
That is
and shit.
fucking crazy. Stop looking at me.
Hello?
Stop looking at me, Greg.
Hello, hello.
Stop staring at me.
Here's real. Here's real. Ding.
Stop staring at me, Swan. What is
Okay.
next? Everywhere you said?
I was at Everywhere yesterday, and I had 2 of these.
Did you give Ryan a big hug? I love that guy.
He was down at a festival at this place called Project Social, I think, in Dana Point.
So
It was
this
their
is the
6-year
only
anniversary.
can that has different art. They did a
Let's get a cleaner start on this one. So up next, we are opening Everywhere Beer Company's version of Timbo Pills, and as Joe was pointing out, they have it's similar can art, but it's definitely different. It's
It's the MS Paint version.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's very while Highland Parks is like, you know, I don't know, abstract art looking kind of thing. This is very much. This looks like they had an idea for a Timbo Pills label, and they just went with like the idea instead of actually designing a label. I think that's a good way to put it.
It looks like AI. Hey AI, can you make me a Timbo Pills
Yeah.
esque
Greg,
can label art?
you gotta turn the
Well-
camera thing off.
Stop looking at me, dude. I can't
Just-
do it.
on this one, the fucking at least the guitar strings are intact.
They are. They're not broken.
That is, yeah. This one smells so good too.
Okay.
This one's super fruity
So-
to me.
I was at Everywhere yesterday, and I enjoyed 2 of these glasses of Timbo Pills there. It was an amazing time and delicious.
Did they still have the McElhaney collab on? That beer is fucking awesome.
I didn't get that far. Like, this was on the very top of the hoppy beer menu, and did not go underneath it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It's the "We Got Timbo at Home"
I
label.
Yeah.
You ever see those memes? It's like when you order Make a Wish Clay Thompson, and it's the dude who looks like Clay Thompson, but it's not really him. It's the Make a Wish label.
I'm not gonna lie. I sort of think this is my number 2 behind.
This is really
behind
good, dude.
Highland Park. It's really pushing the boundaries of that lemon verbena thing for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got over a cold, so I'm not sure if that's just my palate.
No, it's
But,
super citrusy.
Very lemon, like Bed Bath and Beyond lemon verbena lotion.
I feel like this
I
is the
feel-
first one where the Citra is more dominant than the Mosaic.
Dominant than the Mosaic.
I was
right?
actually gonna say the exact same thing. This is the first one that I feel like we're getting more of the Citra than the Mosaic.
which
For
is
me
not a
on the
bad thing.
nose, this is like a blend of the Alvarado Street and Highland Park. I'm getting just a hint of that kind of hazy nose on there, but that citrus, it's just bursting out of the glass. But it comes off to me on the nose like a mixture of the two, which again, super interesting.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, this one isn't as it is. I think a little bit closer in the body to the Highland Park version.
Mhm.
It feels a little
Mhm.
bit fuller and not as like thin and crushable as say the Cellar Maker one. But the hop profile being less dank gives this one kind of its own unique character. This is they turned down the Mosaic, and I love Mosaic, but this mix is really good.
Oh yeah, that's what we're saying. Mosaic can get overwhelming with other hops. I feel like it can get super dank and like kind of take things over, which I don't mind. But I fucking love Citra, and this is like a rad expression of Citra hops.
And I will say that this version is the brightest of the 4 that we've had so far, even over Highland Park. It's way brighter. And like,
Yeah,
it's amplified a little bit.
I think that's the hops, right? The Citra hop gives you such like a citrusy brightness,
Mhm.
and they're letting Citra kind of take the lead a little bit more. Where in some of the other beers, if you would have told me there was Citra in it, I wouldn't have even known. Like the all you're getting is Mosaic for the most part.
It is
So,
definitely a hop flavor that is providing the brightness. It's not like like a pH thing.
right.
That's good. This is really, really good.
Every can I open, I say to myself, okay, this one is my favorite. And that's what I'm thinking with this one. Like I've been here while you guys were talking, kind of just going between all the beers, and there's not any beer that I dislike, but it's like you said, Greg, this is brighter. It finishes super clean. I mean, I think I said this about the Cellar Maker one, or was it the Alvarado Street? Maybe it was the being crushable. Maybe I think it was Alvarado Street. And this one is the new Crusher. Like it's super just Pilsner forward, but citrus on the nose, and then you get a good amount of bitterness, but it goes away pretty quickly.
It's definitely not taxing.
No.
Gosh, it's good. We're so lucky. Look at us drinking the best beer.
No,
Look at
we're
this.
like I
Look
feel
at us
like
drinking not Michigan beer.
yeah, I feel like was it Cellar Maker or Alvarado?
Alvarado was a more earthy one.
It is, yeah, for sure. Okay.
You
I'm looking at you, Joe.
Okay. I don't like it.
Oh, God.
That is fucking so creepy.
So, Jason, what were you gonna say?
I'm going back and revisiting some of the old ones and comparing to this one. It's so fun to see the different takes. It's like it feels like they're all trying to hit this beer and make it like a Crusher in a different way, right? And I felt like a little bit of the body was removed in the Cellar Maker one, which made it kind of a little bit more watery. Where this one doesn't have that. It still has that full body that the Highland Park one does, but they did a different approach to hopping it, where the hops aren't as taxing on your palate, so it makes it a beer that you want a liter of, because they had the hops kind of ease up on you a little bit. And so it does feel like we're like fine-tuning engineering this beer that you need to drink 2 liters of it.
That's seriously, that's what it's getting, because I think as far as like hop punch in the mouth goes, Highland Park was the one. That's the hoppiest. I don't know, the lingering hops, the bitterness, everything. That's where it's at. And then the Alvarado Street, again, even when I go back and smell it, even as it's warming up, the earthiness in there is just super prominent.
Yeah,
like, it dominates everything.
It almost has like a Nelson vibe to it.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
I got Nelson vibes out of the Alvarado one for sure.
And then the Cellar Maker version is, I think, probably my second behind.
And what's cool about this is trying different. It all boils down to house character and water profiles, and maybe when somebody got their lots of hops in, and that's the subtle differences in these beers. It's an agriculture product in all these, but also it's the manpower that like sort of pulls. Maybe somebody did a 90-minute mash versus a 60-minute, or
see, I wonder how much you can deviate from the recipe. That's because if you can just use it as a framework, then I can see why these are so different. But if they're saying,
are there ABV differences?
I think
they're
Are they all
5.8.
5.8? Okay.
Yeah. So
it was funny,
again,
like when. Okay.
I'm just saying, like if they're given, if they're allowing them to tweak it however they want, and just say this is what you got to stick with, then I can see why they're different. But if it's the same, you got to do it this way, you mash for this long and you lauter for this long, and this is the when you put the hops in, this is how the days between dry hopping, then that just makes it even more fascinating, because
we should try to talk to the guys at Everywhere. That they'd talk to us.
They would.
I know Stefan.
Like, hey, what did you guys do? Like, how does it work when you get in on this? Like, do they send you the recipe and then you tweak it? Like, is it that you're all brewing the same thing with different materials and just kind of doing it with brewing technique, or like
maybe there's different hop farms, difference in hop lots and hop farms, maybe different years. Like I said, agriculture changes all the time, and what you derive out of hops from year to year totally changes.
Yeah.
So I did the Suicide Timbo.
Did you?
I poured 4
I've got
into
one
one
too.
I'm gonna do that.
This
too.
is only 3 though. I just finished the Highland Park one.
It's fun. I just want real quick. When we first had the idea of doing a Timbo show, I'm like, on paper it sounds fun, but maybe they'll just all taste the same. It's crazy how different they taste being the same recipe. It's fun. I'm so glad we did this.
It's like doing an IPA showdown. That's why those showdowns were so fascinating, because if you buy like a 6-pack of, I don't know, Stone IPA, you're drinking it and you don't really analyze it that much. You're just like, okay, I know I'm drinking Stone IPA, and for what it is, it's fine. It's a good beer. But when you compare it to something else that's similar, obviously it's a completely different beer. Like, it's just fascinating how different they are. And when you don't know what you're drinking, that's what really makes it interesting. This would be fun to do blind, and then rank
for
them
sure.
Yeah.
all kind of thing.
Next year we'll do a blind Timbo showdown.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun. Like, I've just poured all 4 of them too.
Okay, I guess I gotta do
It's
it.
worse than
What stands out?
worse than each of them individually. It's not
Really?
Yes.
Mine's fine.
It's fine, but it's clearly the worst of the bunch. Like, it's
feel like
every
the
one of
Alvar-
them individually was better than the combo.
I feel like the Alvarado Street's going to throw a monkey wrench into the whole Cuvee thing.
Speaking of Monkey Wrench, the Foo Fighters show that we talked about,
Nice.
went to it. Fucking
Look.
amazing.
Nice.
Good
Dave
segue.
Grohl, Dave Grohl's awesome.
Joe
I met
Lund
Dave
and
Grohl.
Josh
I met Dave
Priestley.
Grohl one time at a darkness show in LA.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
dude, they
what's up,
played for
Dave?
3 hours. It was insane.
It was Dave
That's a
Grohl
show.
and the drummer dude Taylor that died.
Yeah,
Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah.
I'm saying they
we
came
were
out
we were
during-
all waiting for the women that we were with to get out of the bathroom.
So were they.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I'm saying
we want your ladies.
they
What'd you
came out
talk
on
about?
stage. Oh, go ahead.
I was just like, "Hey, you're Dave Grohl. I'm a big fan. Love your
That's
stuff."
cool.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
played with
It's
with
awesome.
Kurt Cobain, huh?
Is he just like,
That's
thanks,
cool.
man? I
Like,
could
are
see
you
him
Dave
like,
Grohl
"Thanks,
of
man."
Nirvana and the Foo Fighters? Yeah.
You played.
That's
You met
Sick,
Paul
man.
McCartney once. Yeah, that's cool.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when you put it in that light, I'd be like, you're from Nirvana, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're legend. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What's your favorite coffee in Seattle, man?
I mean, like, generationally, honestly, like, meeting Dave Grohl would be like meeting the Beatles for my parents. I feel like it was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
again,
You know what
this guy was in fucking Nirvana.
You know what I didn't realize though? He was like the 3rd drummer they had. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't really record. Or I think the other drummer was on Bleach, right?
Yeah.
But,
But I'm just saying, I thought he was the OG drummer of the band. I didn't realize it wasn't him.
do you know Eddie Vedder's from San Diego? Well, you probably know that. You're from San Diego.
I'm not from San Diego. I just live here.
Same shit.
From NorCal Playa. Dude, have you seen the meme where it says Pearl Jam sings the LinkedIn names and it's all the fucking names? It's so good, dude. I gotta send it to you guys.
I don't know where I'm going to be. Greg, turn the eye contact off. Turn it off. You motherfucker.
Now I'm actually looking at the camera.
Turn it off.
Now I'm looking at the camera.
Turn your
I turned it
goddamn
off.
eyes off.
All right, here we go. All right, I turned it off. Now I'm actually looking at the camera.
Look down. That's somehow creepier.
It makes
Okay.
your eyes bigger with the AI. They're open wider. Yeah.
And Joe's asleep.
No, sorry. I'm responding to a text.
He's sexting that cougar from the bar yesterday.
At homebrew,
Sorry.
dude, just hit him up.
Dude, just calm down. What are we doing next? The New Zealand one?
I think we should
Turple?
go to the New Zealand Timbo, because the last one we have is the Terpees version.
New Zealand one. Was that the purple one?
That's
It's
this one,
the
little
12-ounce can.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
What?
I've
Yes, you
never seen Highland Park do
What are you talking
12-ounce
about?
cans. By the
Let me
way,
go check.
You absolutely did.
I hope you did.
He drank that shit.
New Zealand
probably did.
Pilsner.
Legitimately though, I've never gotten 12-ounce cans from Highland Park. This is new.
Listen, I'm all about the 12-ounce format these days. I don't know if I'm getting older, but I appreciate 12-ounce formats, regardless of the ABV.
I love a pint can. So
Do you?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Because every time I pour like a pint, into a glass, it's like there's always like 2 ounces left. So I immediately just chug 2 ounces from the can. And then I feel like if I wasn't chugging that, I could, drink more. It sounds weird, right? Because
Oh, thank goodness you do have it. I was worried for a second.
I've sized my glassware mostly where it all fits full pints.
Hey,
so
spilled.
it
the
depends on
glasses
the
that I
head.
use. Yeah.
I've got
Like-
that. Someone gonna say something? I was gonna say I have that old Modern Times tulip glass that fits an entire bomber in it. I think. Do you have that one?
I use the Duvel tulip. That's like my go-to for everything.
I don't like the flare on the Duvel glass.
Yeah, well,
It's too
Modern
big. Well, I'm not
Times I
putting it in
think
my
did the same
asshole.
kind of thing.
Good.
Thank God.
That'd
You
be
should.
dangerous. I should.
So what is this New Zealand one?
Does anybody have a New Zealand accent? Remember the Bushwhackers, Jason? Speaking of New Zealand,
They were New
Timbo-
Zealand.
no,
Timbo Peels?
No, I mean that's what they were built. Maybe they were. I
Greg?
don't know.
Greg, you want to know about New Zealand Timbo Peels?
That's pretty good.
No,
NZ, NZ
I'm out
Timbo
here on me
uses
dick.
a hop combo of Mosaic, Citra, Nelson, Salvin, and Motueka.
Don't you remember those
I
dudes?
kinda
Would,
lost it.
like they would lick people. Remember? They would like lick people
Yeah,
in
the
the crowd.
Bushwhackers, but they were
Yeah.
from Australia, I'm pretty sure.
I thought they were New Zealand.
No, I
Come
don't think
on,
anyone ever
man.
heard of New Zealand.
Close
Hold on a
enough.
second,
Nobody heard of New
Bushwhackers.
Zealand until Lord of the Rings.
dude. I'm gonna die on the hill that they were from New Zealand.
I'm
I
pretty
love
sure.
how many
they're
world
like a-
maps that New Zealand's not on.
I'm
Per
pretty sure
Wikipedia,
that,
the Bushwhackers were a professional wrestling tag team who competed first as the New Zealand Kiwis and then as the Sheepherders. Fucking New Zealand.
All right. All
They
right.
were known as the sheepherders at one point.
The
Whatever they
Sheepherders.
were, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they were a
Jesus.
racist stereotype. But they would
Wow.
go like this, right?
Oh yeah, they would
Their whole
lick. They
fucking
would
thing.
fucking lick people. I'm like, what are you doing?
They just looked like hillbillies, but they were like foreign hillbillies.
Yeah,
So they were.
This is
exotic.
news
Like,
to
no-
me. I thought they were just two crazy looking dudes that were the bushwhackers, and turns out they're from New Zealand. So
Yeah.
today I
Well,
was
they
So
were-
this
They
one
were built from there.
This beer is 5%.
They're actually from parts unknown, Joe.
Load up the spaceship. Load up the rocket fuel. We're going to parts unknown. Fucking Ultimate Warrior.
all right. The
So
nose on
one's
this
fi-
one,
one's 5%. You said
yeah,
This is 5, yeah. So a little
This
bit less
is-
alcohol.
it smells a little
This
subdued,
is,
doesn't
uh,
it, John?
I
think
don't
it
know what I'm
smells
getting.
as-
It's like candy a little bit.
It's a little like
what is that?
Starbursty, maybe.
Yeah,
I feel like
Get a
it's
little-
not as.
It
Hint of,
still
like,
has
vanilla
Mosaic and
on there?
Citra, but then they're adding in Nelson and Motueka. So
I don't
But-
really get much of those. I mean, granted, I just got over a cold, and I'm still getting that big lemon for being a thing.
they refer to this in the description as a more delicate Timbo influenced Pilsner that has a more crushable, less hopped version of Timbo.
I was gonna say this. So
Mm.
this is very. You guys were saying soft about the Alvarado Street one. I think this is very soft and very. It's not crazy hoppy on your palate.
like hazy IPA vibes. on
Yes.
it.
Uh huh. Like that's
And,
kind of that
they do
juice, that
say-
juice bomby kind of a thing.
Yeah, they do say in the description too. It has notes of gooseberry. So just for
Gooseberries aren't real.
It was like Joe.
It's not a real thing.
I mean, gooseberries are delicious, but I don't get much gooseberry in here at all. And the color looks a little lighter on this one too. It's very, very pale yellow. It's very like lemon pie.
It's also got a little kiwi on there on the Timbo guy.
I was gonna say, what's the little creature on the top? That's like a what is that?
It's the shoe polish thing.
It's literally a kiwi. The bird up there on the brown one.
It's called.
That's a-
Those are called kiwis.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know what the other one is. It looks like some sort of fucking lorikeet or some shit.
Lorikeet.
I thought that was like a
Motherfucker.
platypus.
Puffin. I think
Sounds
it's
like
a puffin.
platypus or something.
No, it's lorikeet. That's the goddamn name of a bird.
Is it? It's not a puffin?
Welcome to Bird Talk with Jason Harris.
No,
How am I the-
puffins
how
are
am I the
black
bird
with like
expert?
orange and white beaks.
You the bird whisperer?
It's a fucking lorikeet.
It's a
They look like
Lorini.
this. Well, I don't know what the difference between a Lorini and a lorikeet is, but either way, that's kind of what it looks like. Although this one's kind of fat, so I don't know.
It might be a kakapo.
Could be,
Cockapoo.
man.
Or a caca.
Caca.
You know what?
This is fifth show.
Yeah, we're learning about birds with the 4 Brewers. Anyways,
We're the four birders.
Yesterday, and oh my god,
We're the 4 birders.
I kind of
the
feel like
brown
we
one
should
is
have,
definitely a kiwi for sure.
after
I
drinking
think it's a
Timbo.
cockapoo. Cockapoo.
what are we doing?
So much bird talk.
Cockapoo is what we're doing.
After drinking this one, it makes me wish we would have started with this one because this one feels so much less like it's more subdued and less flavorful than Timbo.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
as
is.
intense.
Right.
It is a bit of a. Is this me again? Am I presenting somehow?
Birds
That's
of
me,
New
that's me.
Zealand.
So I got here's the cockapoo on the ground birds.
We're now a bird podcast.
Can you put the bushwhackers up
The
there?
weird thing is, I Googled the exact same thing and I was looking at that exact same page. So I was really tripping out. Like, I turned my presentation off. How is it back on?
No, it looks like a takahe.
It
Maybe
does
with that
kind of look
funky
like.
beak takahe thing. It's a flightless bird.
You guys have Google
Flightless
phones with,
bird.
like,
What?
smart
like a
cameras on
penguin?
them. Can you just like take a picture of it with your phone and
Hey,
do Google
Larson.
magic?
Yeah, it'll do some AI nonsense and tell me something fucking useless and tell me to eat a dick.
That chat comment, 4 birders.
4 burgers, dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
Brown cheek.
It's a
God.
brown cheek. It's not a black cock.
It's the brown cheek. I don't know why that's so good.
Joe, you know there's a brewery down the street from Green Cheek for a while in Orange called Black Cock Brewing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yep. They're
Who-
not open.
like,
the
who
guy's
thought
in
that
jail,
was
I think.
Could be.
That was a good name for a brewery. Holy
That's-
smokes.
Justice has
Black
finally
Cock
been
Brewing.
served that the owner of Black Cock Brewery is in fucking jail.
What? Like, fuck, man. Like, what are we doing?
So thoughts on the beer?
This beer is it is a challenge drinking this. Like, we definitely should have had this first. It is just
It's an
a
outlier
lighter
for sure.
It's a lighter version of what all these ones are doing, and having it after having 4 of the heavier version
Right. Yeah.
is just kind of like, well, this tastes very mild and mellow,
Mhm.
which
Which
It
is still
is-
goddamn delicious, though.
That's
Like,
yeah.
it
if
really
I was
is,
to get this
yeah.
pint, I'd be like, I'll take the 3 of these.
Oh yeah, dude. If you could sit at
Really,
Highland Park
it's a
and
crusher.
bites of this, you're stoked.
So we all did a Cuvée pour. How does it compare to the blend? Because for me, it's kind of like the blend of all 3, with
I
more
didn't
of
like
like
the Cuvée at all.
but
Well,
it has more of like a malty vanilla vibe on the nose for me.
Hmm.
You didn't like the Cuvée, Jason?
I mean,
thought
it
it was
was
fine.
fine, but it was worse than each beer individually.
Okay.
So yeah,
I agree with that. Like, it didn't do it any favors. It was just fine.
it just made it a mess, right? Where it was like these beers really clearly had some thought and craft put into them, and just mashing them all together indiscriminately, I think negated all of that.
You
'Cause
know
this
what we
beer-
should do is definitely go get a Pilsner from Highland Park and then get their West Coast IPA and then just do a 50-50 blend.
What is like Highland Park's like house pilsner? Do they have one?
It's Refresh, yeah. They sell it in
Refresh.
pitchers for Dodger games and shit.
Oh, dude, it's called Refresh. You said?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never had that beer, but I love Hello LA.
I think
Yeah,
for
like
this
they
beer being 5%, it comes off like a bigger beer as far as like it's not thin, because this is borderlining on session like IPA for lack of a better term.
This does
It's-
taste like a session IPA for sure. It's got that kind of thinner mouthfeel and like
I think it's got a pretty ample mouthfeel, and the body on it's like actually that's why I'm saying I'm comparing it to a session IPA, where a session IPA you expect to have like a thinner, kind of watery mouthfeel, and this is not like that. This I don't know. It's
I
good.
agree with that. Remember yesterday at Green Cheek, I was drinking that 4.3%, and you're like, "Oh, it smells like a session." This doesn't smell like a session beer. Like it smells
No.
better than that.
Yeah, and I think that's accurate. Like if you smell a session IPA, you can kind of smell a session IPA. It's because they usually come off more malt forward because they're trying to amplify that body, and the hops they're not showcased as much because they're trying to make up for the lack of alcohol or the lower alcohol with the body.
Yeah.
Tend
You
to
know what it
say-
reminds me of is if you're ever like in Europe and you get an IPA that's like a it's 5% IPA. You're like, what the fuck? It's definitely in this vein of it's got the hops. It's sort of grassy and sort of pilsnerish, and it's very light bodied. And
5%
for some reason they call it an IPA in Europe. I don't know.
5% IPAs give me flashbacks to Utah.
Yeah.
What's
what
a
it reminds me of.
IPA you had in Utah?
I don't know. I had a bunch of winter bullshit.
They just weren't good though.
The beer fucking sucked. Yeah, no, the beer situation in Utah is fucking dire. There's a reason that Epic Brewery just fucking moved. They're like, fuck it, we're going to Colorado.
Dude, I was telling that story. You said that people have to go behind a fucking curtain to like pour your beer and bring it out. And I was like, what?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, dude. It's fucked, man.
Someone in the chat said 4 BBCs, and I cannot fucking stop laughing. Holy smokes!
Fucking,
you're talking about Blackhawk Brewing, dude. 4 BBCs.
Oh, there we go. I was at the hotel bar at my hotel the first night I was in Utah, and I was like, I had an hour to kill before dinner, and I was like, can I get a beer? And they only had bottled beer, which is annoying. And then it was like, oh, you have to buy food, and then they have a big sign that's like,
you have to buy food in order to get a beer.
Yes.
What?
We're licensed as a restaurant, so you have to buy food to get beer. And I'm like, but I'm waiting for dinner. I don't want food. I just want a fucking beer to kill time. And I was like, just give me a water. And then I just went back to my room and sat and played on my phone until I was done. I was like, this sucks.
You're like, do you have a bag of pretzels I can order?
No, I wasn't going to play the game.
Yeah.
They were all really like it, which is funny because when you go to places, they like are like that too. They're like, you know, you have to have food, like pretzels can be food, or like French fries, or the cheapest thing on the menu. That's fine as long as you order food. Like they're clearly annoyed by it too.
Right.
And like everybody is just working around this stupid fucking rule. And it's like, God damn it, just sell me a beer. Don't make me fucking drink a beer through a hole in a sheet.
I'm definitely never going to Utah, I'll tell you that much.
I've been there once, but I was 18 years old, and we went to there's like a river by Mount Zion or whatever it is, and we stayed there overnight. But I was with my boss
with the hoodoos.
He bought me a 12-pack of some beer, and he was like, "You watch the kids and drink beer. We're gonna go get dinner." I'm like, okay. And that was my Utah visit.
You watch the kids and watch the kids. Could you imagine? Hey, watch my children and get drunk.
Dude, this guy was in like 80s bands, and he played bass. Like he was in a band with the bass player from Van Halen. And he played me and they sounded like fucking Van Halen.
You mean Van Halen's kid?
No, the bass. No,
what the bass player from Van Halen is Eddie Van Halen.
Oh
kid.
no,
you're talking about the OG Michael Anthony,
not Wolfgang. But he's like, this was my band with Michael Anthony. I'm like, oh, it sounds like Van Halen. He's like, yeah, he did the backing vocals. That's why.
By the way, dude,
hey, when we go into that Hagar show, guys.
Michael Anthony, one of the most underrated vocalists as far as a bass player goes.
Right?
Fucking insane.
He's got a distinct. That's what I'm saying. His backing vocals are so distinct that
great.
It sounds
He's
like
a great singer.
Yeah.
You know who's not a great singer is fucking David Lee Roth.
Dude, totally agree with that.
I fucking hate David Lee Roth. He sucks so bad.
I love watching like live Van Halen stuff. And if you watch live Van Halen shit, like he's a good frontman as far as like being an entertainer, but he sings horribly live. Terrible.
He's fucking terrible. I don't know. I'm a big Van Hagar fan, which is a controversial opinion.
Sammy,
not just because fucking Hagar is Fontana's most famous son, but because it's just better. Like every so often, like fucking Dreams will come on or some shit, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this song's a banger.
Yeah.
And then fucking like Panama comes on, and you're like, all right, this kind of cringe. Like,
how about
the way Dreams peaks, like with the solo, like it's just. It's like perfect songwriting. If I wrote that song, I'd be like, I can't believe I wrote this song. This is fucking incredible. It's so.
I think the problem with Van Hagar is that's when Eddie Van Halen got tired of playing guitar, so he does a lot of piano and shit.
I was gonna say, if you're not ready to run a mile in 6 minutes when fucking Right Now comes on, like I don't know what to tell you.
Hey,
I don't know if you guys saw it, but because the tour they're doing now, it's with Joe Satriani and
they sent me beer.
My parents were just there, dude.
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar sent me his own personal beer that he made from Detroit, Michigan.
Was it good? That's it. Michigan, better beer than California.
They sent you the beer as
Detroit. They sent me beer because I'm not going to the show.
Oh,
Greg,
okay.
Detroit.
Yeah, Greg got
I
an
don't-
invite for 2 tickets to see their tour that they're doing that I was just talking about. With,
some VIP experience thing. I was like, I don't want to be like.
Well, you should have told
I'm
me
the
and
type-
Jason. We'll fucking go.
I'm the type of person that goes to something like that. I'm
What are you?
bored
I
after
don't get
for, like,
invited,
a half
John.
hour.
Jeez.
Well, me and Jason are from Fontana, and so is Sammy Hagar. So you're not invited, Joe.
He's got a venue here.
Does he?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
theater in town they
there's,
renovated, and now it's like the red. I
Red
swear it's
Rocket,
like the
Red
Red
Rooster.
Rocket. It's
The one
Red
Red
Rocket.
Rocket.
at the
Whoa.
railroad tracks?
Red Rocket.
Jason?
Red Rocket.
Yeah,
Red lipstick.
It's the one by like on Sierra, like by the
yeah,
railroad?
yeah.
That's
It's like
his
Sammy
theater?
Hagar's theater now. Yeah.
Oh, crazy! I used to have that
Yeah,
job.
he's
on
got
service.
restaurants out here too in Huntington Beach.
Sammy's a good dude, man. He was
Plus
on
he's-
a Howard
He's got
Stern
his own
show
tequila.
with again the
And
guys
rum.
he's touring with now, and Howard brought up the song Right Now, and they had never played it together, and Sammy didn't know that Joe Satriani knew the song, like solo and everything. So he's like, well, it's the first time we're playing it, you know, disclaimer. And then Joe Satriani just fucking killed it on the solo.
Played
And
perfect.
if you watch the video, it's on YouTube. Sammy is watching Joe play, and he's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And he's like stoked that he's pulling off the solo and stuff. It's fucking amazing. I love that video. It's so good. I'm getting
Dude, I
chills
saw-
thinking about it.
I know the band is a bit problematic, but I saw a video of a Pantera playing, and
Holy shit!
they have Zach Wild playing with them right now.
Yeah.
A
And,
bit problematic. Are you sure?
Good Christ, my
Holy
dude.
shit!
But
just
Zach
smell the
Wild is fucking
crack this and
fantastic.
smell
at
it.
that.
I opened it and it smelled like I had been out.
It smelled like you walked in on.
All right,
something
all right.
that smelled
Oh,
bad.
holy
this is
shit.
fucking.
You gotta,
weed,
hold
dude.
on.
This smells
hold on,
more like
hold
weed than
on.
weed.
Hold on.
Almost.
Okay.
I have an open mind. We need a
Oh
clean
my
start
gosh.
here. Stop.
Live reaction, John Holzer.
It smells like. Oh my! It smells
Live
like
John
This,
Holzer reaction.
this smells like the Stizzy store. Dude.
Reaction vids.
Oh,
Let's
my
react to
goodness
John.
Gracious.
Okay. So up next from Highland Park, our final beer in the Timbo series. This is Turple Timbo. This is Timbo pills, but they've added cannabis terpenes to it.
Yes,
And,
they have.
Apparently, it's very aromatic. I haven't
Holy
opened
shit.
mine yet.
No, no.
As soon
it's
as I
not.
cracked it, it was insane.
Oh God!
Holy smokes,
Oh
All right.
God.
dude! This
All right, I
smells
can't call
fucking
anything
crazy.
else dank after this because
God damn it!
This
I can't
is-
drink this.
This is yes, you can. This is absolutely
Yeah,
wild.
you're gonna test
Oh,
positive for
this-
marijuana.
Am I really?
John's gonna fail a random drug test with
This
shit.
smells like literally grass. in my
Dude, this
glass.
is insane. What this smells like.
This is like spicy.
It smells
It's got
like
some-
this.
Oh,
It's got
I-
some like burnt tire.
Like I joked around about it smelling like the Stizzy store. This smells like a dispensary when you walk into it.
It
It does.
does.
Dispensary.
dude.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and also like burnt tire in there.
Oh
There's
my
like
gosh.
I really
I'm-
feel like
I
I,
mean-
shouldn't drink this because I'm not allowed to imbibe
Listen.
the marijuanas.
Listen, I might be in the minority. I love the way this smells just because I love that smell.
This is incredible on the nose. This
It's
intense.
wild. It's fucking wild.
We should have started this one.
You know what sucks is like I have an extra can of this I was gonna do a YouTube video of, and I can't
need
like
to.
my
have an
reaction.
extra
but-
cannabis?
but my reaction won't be the same as this.
You're
like,
right.
I've already had it. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
well, just throw a clip in of this, and then
Yeah.
you're good.
This
You
is
have an
fucking
extra
crazy.
cannabis?
This is insane.
Did you say cannabis?
Can't you have an extra cannabis?
it smells like resinous, like just thick. Like if you were able to squeeze juice out of a hop, that's what this smells like. It's just intensely.
Dude, it smells like a
Resin.
cached bowl. It smells like it's crazy what this smells like.
It does smell like a smoked bowl of weed, like
Yeah.
because it's got like that kind of charred aroma too. Not fresh weed, but that charred.
It-
I just smoked a bowl.
And you can taste it. You can
It's-
fucking taste what it smells like.
It tastes like weed,
It does.
And
It
I
don't
tastes
think-
like you're
and I don't
eating
think
weed.
that's a good thing.
For me on the flavor, this
Um,
is not nearly as
it's-
huge.
Yeah, it's not bong watery. It's not bong watery at all.
I've never had bong water, but
I
this
watched
is
it, dude. There was a dude in high school that did that. I'm like, don't do that. He chugged the bong water. I'm like, fuck.
this is kind of fucking gnarly, guys.
Really? I don't. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
on the
I'm
palate.
not super into this one.
I mean, I like it, but I like that stuff.
I
Yeah,
mean,
just-
I don't mind that stuff, but I don't know if it's the flavor of a beverage that I want.
What is the rating on Untapped for this beer? It's got to
This
be
is
through
a
the roof.
fucking weird.
It's definitely
one.
a shocker, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you gave this to anybody, they're like, "Holy shit, you're drinking a weed beer?"
Right.
4.26 on Untapped.
Look at
fucking
whoa,
told you.
really?
Yes, I told you.
Wow.
These fucking hopheads on Untapped. Give me a
dude,
break.
fucking-
Stoners, dude. I love it.
Fucking
This is
terps,
incredibly.
man.
I mean, this literally
aromatic.
tastes like if you rip a vape pen, it tastes like what goes into your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it does. I just don't like that as a beverage per se.
per se.
I
It's
think
good.
overall it's really good. It's actually crushable for me. I
very
get
much
more
enjoy
of the intense aromatics than I do the flavor, and I'm gonna finish this can. But
I'm saying the
first time you
name
open it though, you're not ready for it. It's
No.
intense. It's crazy.
the name
It's a
of this
shock.
beer is perfect. It is Turple, like it is terps.
Oh,
I've
By
had
the
a
way-
lot of beers that have terpenes in them. Like this is not a new gimmick. I've seen other people do it.
what
And
what are terpenes?
it's the things that make weed taste or smell like weed is pretty much what
There's
it is.
terpenes in a lot of things in nature. Like, think of like pine needles have terpenes
Okay.
in them.
It's like the
So it's
aromatic
like
part
that,
of
like
a plant, I
aromatic-
think. Yeah.
Like oily aromatics.
Okay,
By the way, does anybody get Oscar the Grouch vibes from this label?
Oh yeah.
I do. Yeah, I think that's intentional.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So is
obviously
it like what am I thinking of? Like a hash oil kind of thing? Is that where you'd get terpenes? Kind of. I don't know.
No,
I don't know
just
much
like-
about
like-
weed, but
Pot.
well, yeah,
Pot
if you
plants are oily. Hops have terpenes as well.
right,
Okay.
or like vape is
I'm just-
concentrated oil, like that's what it smells like.
Lupulin,
It's terpene.
terpes.
man, this
I-
smells like again. It smells like burnt weed.
I
Like,
will say
and it's
I've
not
never
smoky.
had a hoppy beer that smells or tastes like this ever.
Again, I've had multiple beers that have terpenes in them, like cannabis terpenes. Like this is not a new idea, but this is the weediest beer I've ever had, including
The
It,
weed
like-
it smells like a sack.
including
does.
like fucking Lagunitas and Stone, who were like, we have our 420 beer.
I mean, could this be considered a weed beer, like on the same level as like the Lagunitas weed beer? Because they
Well,
made
no, because
like
there's
actual...
no THC.
Oh,
in this.
this is way danker than like the Lagunitas.
That's what I'm saying. There's no THC in this, right? It's just
No.
This is the dankest beverage I've
It'd be a
ever
lot
had in my
cooler if
entire
there
life.
was, but I don't think you're allowed to have both.
That's right, because Lagunitas is just the one they make is just a THC.
This beer is
beverage.
fucking crazy. I
Dude,
like
this
I
is
think they
good.
just put weed in the hoppy refresher or whatever the fuck I think is what Lagunitas did. But I haven't
Hmm.
seen their drink in a while. I think they stopped making it, or whatever it is. I haven't seen it around.
Dude, I fucking
That's
love this
insane, man.
beer. I love it.
I'd like to see what
I'm-
Jesse Friedman from Almanac thinks of this beer because he's a hop hit. Or
I'm not a
fan.
fan. Like I make drinks where I put like liquid THC stuff in them, and like it's not a great flavor. Like it's a flavor you're trying to cover usually.
I've always liked that flavor.
I use the St. Ides. St. Ides like is the Arizona
Oh,
iced
God.
tea of fucking weed,
Flashbacks.
where you can
St.
get for $7.99 a 100 milligram like little jar, and it's printed on the label that it's $7.99. Like Arizona iced
Is
tea.
that
They're
s-
like, you can't mark this shit up. This is how much. it costs.
Saint Ides is the 40 ounce from
I was
I
thinking about-
assume
childhood.
I was
it's
thinking
the
of malt
same
liquor.
branding. I mean, you
Okay.
know,
It's
I
got the
assume-
like the S, like the
yeah.
Squiggly
Okay,
line.
same
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Saint
was a
Ides,
shit. It was a
that's why-
99-cent 40 ounce.
My first
Yeah, they-
alcoholic beverages were St. Ides, the fruity beverages they
S
made.
to the
and-
T to the
One of my favorite cheap
IDES.
beer corners that we did was the St. Ides with the Rottweiler on it. It was like the dark black and purple can with the Rottweiler. It was just like this can. Everything in this can is telling you not to drink it. Like, it looks like a
What?
warning label.
It's got the devil's lettuce in it.
It didn't have weed in it in the malt liquor. The weed is a lot better than the malt liquor was. Just say that.
I'm gonna have my wife come out here. I just text her. I'm like, come out here. I want her to smell this and see what she says as someone who's
Yes.
But live
I
react,
want
live
to see what she
reaction.
says. I'm not gonna have her on camera, but I just want her to smell
Let's
it.
do it. Let's have her on camera. for the
No,
live
I was
reaction.
talking to John about that yesterday. I don't want my wife on camera.
The aroma on
My
this is,
wife.
again, incredible.
My wife.
I'm not subjecting her to the internet. Lagunitas Waldo Special Ale side by side every year. 2022 was super weedy. I remember when Lagunitas, like Waldo, come here. You don't have to come on camera, but I want you to smell this. They're home? How'd they get here? Oh, So they brewed this beer with terpenes. What does that smell like?
Terpenes?
Yeah, smell that. You just what does it smell like? Yeah, it's just all it smells like weed. That's exactly what it is. Isn't that crazy? That's the dankest beer I've ever seen.
Assignment.
Yeah.
It's got dog shit.
It's fucking dog shit, man.
Overall, this was a very interesting show, especially the last two beers. But
for a beer or show where we drank the same beer 6 times,
exactly,
it has surprisingly a lot of variety.
Yeah, super interesting, and it just goes to show, like, again, Russian River, the recipe for Pliny is out there. Like, you can brew it as a home brewer, as a pro brewery. It doesn't mean you're going to brew Pliny. It's going to be, there's a lot of factors involved and things that can change. Like Greg said, the water profile. That's one thing that just has such a huge impact. And Greg, turn the eye thing off, please. It's still creeping me out. And this was a really fun show. I'm glad we did this. And Joe, thank you for hooking us up with these beers. You sent me a note. The dude's name on the note. I think I have it on my phone, but my phone's my camera right now.
I think it's I think it was Brett who sent them. Was it Brett?
Yeah, that sounds right. Brett.
Yes. Yeah. No,
So
he hooked it up.
Yeah,
dude.
shout out to Brett.
Yeah. This was fucking awesome.
He was at Highland Park and sent me a picture of a whole case of beer, and he's like, "You want these?" I'm like, "Sure. Where do I pay you?"
Yeah, and we were kicking around the idea of doing it, but it was like, well, how are we going to get there? Because they did like 3 different releases, and getting to LA is a pain in the ass. And
oh yeah,
for him doing the legwork and hooking you up and
it was super
us
rad,
up,
yeah,
super awesome. So
yeah,
much appreciated. Like, yeah, so awesome show, guys. This was fun.
This fucking Turple beer is insane.
Turples.
Okay, you can stop recording. I think we're done recording.
Turples.
The Terps.
Got the turples in the mouth from the north and to the south.
All right.
Dude, by the way, I feel so much better.
I hope so. You're going to feel way worse later.
Turns out.
I'll be fine.
Oh, this beer's crazy.
It's fucking awesome. I know I feel like I'm kind of the only one who thinks that, but I really like it.
No, I dig this
like
beer.
it too,
I love it. Yeah.
It's kind of like an anomaly, right?
It's great. I wasn't, like you said,
Probably
you're not ready when
anomaly.
you open that.
I cracked it. I was like, what in the fuck is that? Who's
Yeah, no,
as
as soon as I opened it, I was like, holy smokes.
It smells more like weed. Like, I had weed vape earlier today, and it smells more like weed than that.
It's more weed
crazy.
than weed.
Like, it's have you had a beer on weed? No,
It's more weed
it's
than
insane.
weed.
Like, it's crazy.
It's more terpy than weed.
Terpy. It's the terps. Herdy
It's got them
terps.
terps.
Herdy
We're gonna be
terps.
burping
weed
terps.
vape
Oh,
earlier.
dude, they need to make a heady topper with terpenes called
There you go.
Herdy Terps, dude.
Herdy
So we-
Burping terps.
I bet you John Kimmick's got to be a weed dude, right? He
I
seems
feel
like
like
it.
everybody in Vermont's a weed dude.
What up, weed dude?
What's up, weed
Dude,
dudes?
I would be a weed dude if it didn't affect my career. So, just saying.
You should. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sure
smell
it
it.
is.
It's pretty dope, John.
Yeah, we got wife number 2.
It's so weedy.
It's so weedy, right?
It's wild.
Now I want to get Yvonne up here. Let me give her a text.
You want to try any of the other Timbos?
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, they're just getting warmer. She goes,
Drink 'em
maybe in
now,
a
they're
little
getting
bit. It's like, I know you hate warm beer, so
We always used to say that with beer. Drink them now, they're getting warm.
Oh, this is so good.
Say good.
I mean, Yvonne hates hoppy everything.
She,
she's
you know
not
what she
gonna-
loves? Slam
Does she
burgers.
do the weed?
Well, no, Greg, she doesn't.
She's a school
Okay.
teacher, Greg.
My wife, the teacher, does not.
My wife
imbibe
is a
weeds.
teacher. She smokes the fuck. She used to. She quit though.
She was a chiefer.
quit being a teacher.
She stopped.
She chiefs.
She stopped the weeds as of January 1st.
Did my thing upload? It did. 8:4. There we go. Or no, 8.
Hold on.
Export audio.
Oh no, it says a minute left. I just want to make sure you get that before I close it.
Hold on. Smell it? What's that smell like?
Beer.
What?
Beer. Smells like
Yvonne
weed.
just broke the
It
streak,
doesn't
dude.
smell like weed.
Her nose is broken if she says it
Okay.
doesn't smell like weed.
You're gonna taste it?
No.
No, taste it.
Ew.
It's
I
not.
mean, you're
it's
from the
not as
IE.
intense as the aroma.
I mean, dudes in the IE just smell like that, randomly walking around.
It's made
John,
with cannabis terpenes.
John, that just reminded me. Aroma.
Aroma.
Check out the aroma.
Yeah. She does not like it.
Yeah.
If you ain't for Turple Timbo, you ain't for shit, Yvonne.
What's that?
I said, if you ain't for Turple Timbo, you ain't for shit.
No, I was talking to Yvonne, but she didn't
Oh.
hear me.
I think my thing uploaded. I think
Joe's like,
Yeah.
all my homies love Turple Timbo.
the homies. This beer's fucking crazy.
Dude. I mean,
Dude,
this
bro.
beer stole the show.
It's
man.
like you said, Jason. I can't call anything else dank after this. You just
It
can't.
is. It is the weediest beer I've ever had by like a fucking mile. And I've had CBD beers. I've had fucking.
Like I've had THC seltzers that don't taste like that.
Right. Also, our Value King Sainides, they have like a fucking can of tea that's also 100 milligrams, which I had once, but not often because that's way too much fucking.
Hold on a
weed.
second. You
for
drank
one
100
can.
milligrams?
No, and that's why I didn't have it often
Oh.
because you have to like have like some of it and like
Yeah.
put it back in the fridge
That-
and like that's weird.
100 milligrams. Fuck.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
That's way too much.
Yeah, no, dude,
what's a normal amount to
like
consume?
10, 20.
Yeah, 10.
10
Yeah,
or
10 will
20.
get you.
Okay.
10 will get you
30
where you need to go.
30 is like a big night. I mean, I've seen like there's a channel I watch where this chick does like makeup tutorials while she's like fucking high as fuck.
Mhm.
The whole thing is like she'll eat special treats because you can't say edibles or YouTube will fucking derank you or whatever the shit. But this chick is like 100 pounds, I swear, and has like 100 milligrams of like popcorn or whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, how are you awake? Like, I would be in the land of fucking wind and ghosts after that. And she's like doing a fucking Pennywise the Clown makeup tutorial with a fucking garbage bag on her head.
You're probably not like a Tom Segura guy, right?
I like Tom Segura.
I like Tom
less
Segura.
less so lately when he's kind of become kind of a dick. But
Yeah, I'm saying, did you ever hear the story about like when Joey Diaz gave him and a buddy, they
Oh,
thought
yeah, so
they
good.
thought they were taking 5 milligram pills and it was like 500 milligrams. And
No.
the one dude called him and said he was in his hotel room considering jumping off the balcony because he was so high he wanted to kill
Oh
himself.
my god.
Just insane, dude. But Tom Segura said he was high for like I think 72 straight hours after that. He's like, I was flying home. I was talking to this guy about like, I don't know what life is. It was so fucking funny.
I had an experience like that where I had like a tincture thing comes in like a little tube, like a little plastic, like kind of vial, and it was empty. And so I just put a little bit of like bourbon or something in there and like shook it up to get whatever's left on the sides.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just have the rest of that. It ruined my whole next day.
I bet, dude.
I like was non-functional.
It happened.
I was just like,
How are you
can't-
non-functional? Like you
It
felt
was just-
sick, or you just couldn't do
No.
anything?
You're just like super out of it and like very much just like, yeah, I just need to sit down and I can't like, I had to drive somewhere and I was like, I can't drive. I was like, I need someone else. I need my wife to drive. It was
Wow.
bad. It's too much. Now I'm scared of
Yeah.
those. Now when I finish them,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
I
don't
can't do
wanna-
edibles at all.
No, it's crazy.
It hits
My
me all
first-
at once, and I just like I did like a 5 milligram thing a while ago, and I had to crawl through my house to get to bed. And my dogs are like,
Are you
Yo, you
serious?
Yeah.
my dogs are
You
like,
literally
"You
You
good,
crawl-
dude?"
crawl through your house on a fiber.
I'm like, I could not walk. I'm like,
Oh man.
It's the best.
Man,
but,
I
like,
gave my
I'll-
mom
I'll
a
take a
fiber
hit.
and
I'll-
she handled it
I'll
fine.
smoke something. I'm fine. But the edibles.
Oh, edibles
fuck,
are
dude.
so dude. My first experience with
Good
edibles,
Christ.
it was like 15 years ago, and my best friend's father-in-law, he was a firefighter, and he has like, I think he
Mhm.
has like some medical condition, whatever. So his wife would make him cookies, and she was like,
Put
we
these
were
in the
up at-
fridge.
yeah, we were up at this lake house, and she was like, "Don't eat the cookies that are in the fridge unless you want to, because they're made with THC butter." And I'm like, "Well, I don't even know what that means. This is so long ago." And so like we're drinking beers all day, and I go out like to get beers, and I open the thing, and there's a plate of cookies, and I'm like, "Should I eat one of these? Like, I'm not gonna tell anybody." So it's like a chocolate chip cookie. I ate it. And like 35, 40 minutes later, we're like hanging out, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like, what do I do? And so I went back and ate another,
See, that's
another one.
yeah.
And dude, like an hour later, it seriously, for the rest of the weekend, I was like, what the fuck is happening? It was insanity. I didn't realize that what edibles do. So I was high for a day and a half.
I've always had
think
bad
you-
experiences with weed where like kind of the same thing where I'll, take a bong rip or something and people are like, all right, you're good. And like an hour goes by and I'm like, this was, God, 20 years ago.
I'm not
And
okay.
I'm just like, I don't feel anything. And then I remember I was in a band with a guy and his parents rented a beach house in Newport. And so we were down by the beach and we smoked a bowl and I didn't feel anything. So I'm like, let me take another rip. So I took another rip and I literally puked on the couch and on the carpet and stuff. I was high as fuck and then embarrassed at the same time. And I'm just like, I don't know how to smoke weed. Like I can't. I don't know what to do.
I wish
Apply
back
fire
then-
to it.
Yeah.
Inhale the smoke.
I wish
Yeah,
back
but
then we would have.
I don't know how
had, like,
much, that's what I'm saying.
Just
I'm saying I wish back in the day, like we had like the knowledge of what we know now, because like you're just buying like bags of weed from random dudes in high school. Like like there was times where you'd smoke, you're like this is laced with something. This is fucked up. Like what is happening?
Yeah,
I feel like these days, like you can go to a store and they'll tell you what you should have, and it's like, oh, you feel mellow.
it's like safer.
You can control the dose is the big thing, especially with edibles, right? So like, even I dabbled the first times I dabbled in weed were when it was still medicinal here, and it would be like, here's a cookie. This cookie is 50 milligrams, and I'm like, okay, if I want 5, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's impossible.
divide it up.
Yeah, but again, you got to sit here like a fucking scientist trying to divide up your goddamn cookie.
And if you didn't divide it right, you're fucked.
Right, and that's the whole thing. You're
It's me crawling across my house. Like, what in the fuck happened?
I love it.
Yeah,
I just
I'll
have a
take a hit.
visual of you crawling.
Seriously,
Oh my God, it's the
you
saddest fucking
literally were
thing.
crawling, right?
I could not walk. I could not be upright. I
My God,
I smoked on the couch. I went down on my knees after. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I tried to stand. All I saw was like just spots.
So Greg had a 5 milligram gummy, and he turned into fucking a Wolf of Wall Street when he's crawling out of his fucking Lamborghini.
I was so not high. I was so buzzed. Like the buzz was like being hooked up to electricity. I was like,
Oh yeah.
Speaking
I
of
just
Wolf,
cannot fucking function.
some of the best acting by Leonardo DiCaprio, like when he's
Wolf of Wall Street.
fucking high on Quaaludes, it's just so good. That's such an awesome movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's so good.
Greg, you're right though. Like it's such a different edibles is such a different high. Like
Such a different high.
It's a.
I'm not a
very,
fan of edibles.
I'm saying it's a very body high where like you feel like you're tingling. Like there's been times like I'm laying in bed, I'm like I can't stop. Like I just
Just need to lay down. Like,
it's not fun.
but yet I'll take a hit of something and I'm like, I feel good.
oh
like,
yeah,
I feel relaxed. I feel creative. That's the kind of high I'm looking for.
I'm gonna
I'm
write
not
some
like,
music.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna write an article.
I'm gonna paint a picture.
Schwammies. Oh, he's
I
got
had
a
a-
Swamis. I
I had
got me a Red Rocker lager.
Well,
I
they
had a
sent you
whole
the Red
fuckload
Rocker
of edibles
Lager.
yesterday. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Greg, are you gonna open it and give us a little quick review? on it?
no. I'm gonna. I think we should do a show of like all music beers. And,
Let's get into
so I
the
got a 6-pack.
aroma.
Oh, they
Is there
sent you a
enough-
6-pack.
Yeah, is there enough music beers out there in the world? Like I know there's a
I just
Belgian
saw-
Beaver one.
Flogging Molly did.
Flogging
Rad
Molly.
Brewing did a Flogging Molly like Irish fucking.
I
red.
can get that.
Rad. did?
That's at Total Wine. Yeah,
Rad
it's
beer.
rad, but
I'm not having Rad on the show. Sorry.
yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
You don't want to
it's
know.
the
You're an Anaheim.
brouhaha guy. Yeah,
That's a good question though. Band.
I mean,
okay,
the
so we
Deftones
did
beers.
this before, right? Like, there's like the Iron Maiden one.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
bunch.
Those
They
are
kinda come and
garbage
go.
though.
Yeah. They are for the most part. I mean, is a Red Rocker beer
I'll see
going
if
to
it
be
would.
fucking awesome? I don't
It's.
think
I
so.
mean, honestly, it's a decent. I cracked one of the cans. It's a
Okay.
decent Mexican lager.
All right. And
It's not
Sammy
horrible.
has a
what
good
beer-
track
And
record
it's
with
fresh.
alcohol
You know what
brands.
beer
And
just
it's
kind of
fresh.
disappeared? Remember the Sublime lager that
Alesmith
Alesmith did?
did, yeah.
AleSmith, yeah.
They just kind of low key stopped making that one day. I
Did
wonder if they only had like a.
I wanted that 40-ounce bottle so
You'd
bad, and they
think
never
they'd
got
Yeah.
it.
Sublime.
Since like Sublime is technically
Deftones beer, yeah, from Belching.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Deft. Oh God, yes. Okay.
That hazy
that's
actually isn't. That
contender.
hazy beer actually
They
isn't
actually-
that bad.
They just released a new one. It's Bored, which is one of the best Deftones songs. And the beer is like a fucking
blueberry fucking sour or something?
wheat.
Yeah.
A blueberry wheat. I was like, oh
Again,
god damn it.
Someone at the brewery must know someone from Deftones, because why of all breweries belching
Belching
fucking beaver? Like
It's
nothing
their
against.
homies.
I mean,
John, I
I've-
will
I've said
say-
my-
I
my-
will say that
I've said my beef with their logo and stuff, but it's just Deftones are a classy band, and I think they could have went with a classier brewery. That's all.
I will say though, John, the Belching Beaver Tavern in Vista, it's a rad spot to hang out at. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No,
it's
I
a
haven't.
it's a super cool spot.
I'm not hating on Belching Beaver, as
No, I just the name
I
of
just
that
don't
brewery
like
is
their
stupid.
brand. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
Same
stupid.
with like Hoof Hearted in Ohio. It's the dumbest fucking name.
Who farted?
Yeah, it's so dumb.
We did a show at Belching Beaver.
I did.
mean, it's no hate on them, but
Where did you do it?
where did we do our show?
We did
You
it.
said
We
at,
went to
at
Belching,
Belching Beaver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
went
I had
down
a
there early in
homie.
the show.
Was
that
it not the
brewer
tavern
there.
that's there now? Like, were you at the brewery?
It
We
was
had
the
the proper-
brewery.
Yeah, the one in
Yeah.
Vista. In Vista, yeah.
I mean, that's on the same street that I work on, but there's a tavern, like a restaurant. It's super cool.
This was not. This was the brewery. There's
Okay.
yeah.
It's on Business Park, I think, in Vista.
It's I guess. But Greg was friends with the brewer there, and
I think didn't we do
Yeah.
this one on the show, the El Segundo one, the Come Original? I feel like because I used it as an excuse to just be like, Come Original.
no, I don't think so. I've
And then,
never.
I don't know, John would tell 311 stories. It feels like something we'd do.
I mean, we can look it up on our website. 'cause
Bush did
it's-
311.
Bush did 311.
What's it called?
Come
Is it
Original?
Come Original.
Come original. You got that. Fucking 311, dude. That was junior high.
You guys know I met Nick Hexum once.
Did you?
See,
Yeah, there it
Is
is.
that true?
hit him up.
At the Morning
Is that
View
true?
house. Yeah, it's true. I asked him what he had a paper bag with a bottle. I'm like, what are you drinking? He's like, oh God, what's the bottled water? Perrier.
Perrier.
And I'm like, oh, you like to party, huh? And he just kind of turned around and walked away.
He was drinking Perrier in a paper bag.
Yeah, at a birthday party where there
Fuck,
was like
That's pretty dope.
free flowing alcohol, and he was
That's
like,
weird.
oh, I'm drinking Perrier. Like, all right. And
What about-
Yvonne, she's a huge 311 fan. Like, I've told the story so many times, but like I came off like such a rock star because I knew rock stars, and I was able to go to the house, and there was actual rock stars at the house, and she was just
I
like,
knew rock
"Oh, is
stars.
Nick fucking Hexum?" Like, yeah, I know Nick.
Those are my homies.
I don't know Nick Hexum.
John, do you know the band Oleander?
No.
No. They played at my
Oh.
high school on our in our quad before they like got big. They were big.
I
for
remember that
late
band. What
90s.
was their like big song?
It was oh gosh, it was in the Friends thing.
The Friends song?
No, they had their song on one of the last episodes of Friends. I think it was Oleander.
The first thing coming up on Google is "I Walk Alone."
No.
Are you there? Something beautiful.
Oh yeah, I know that song. Why I'm Here. That's their big one.
Is that it?
I think there was an Oleander. What was the gosh?
From 99 tracks. So the thing with band beers is they seem like ephemeral. Like outside of the Deftones one, which seems like the only one that ever renewed their original contract or whatever the fuck. It's always like for 6 months they do a beer with a band and then they stop doing it. Like,
Oh, I was. By the way, I was confusing Oleander with Hoobastank. Sorry.
oh, you had
Let's take.
That's
That song
many
was
more
in
levels
the
above
last-
Oleander.
Yeah, that was in the last episode of Friends. Not Oleander.
and the reason is you.
That's right.
Hoobastank.
Great band with a horrible name.
Hoobastank.
That's the weirdest name,
Hoobastank
dude.
was like they were always like, I was a big Incubus fan early on, like early, like I didn't get them in Fungus
man.
Among Us
I
early,
hate
but
that band.
I loved Incubus at like
You hate
Science
Incubus?
era.
Greg? Turn the fucking
Science
eye thing off.
I dip my
Science
toes
is
into the
incredible.
sand. Like,
Dude,
oh,
come
shut
on.
up, dude.
He's awesome.
Craig,
Shut
the
up.
ocean looks like a backlit
Back
canopy.
up there.
Holes punched in
It
it.
makes me happy. Like, oh
We're
my
counting
god,
UFOs.
shut it.
No, Science though, as far as rock, like so fucking good. Science.
What was
is
that dude's name? Brandon Boyd or Brandon? What was
Yeah.
his name?
Brandon Boyd.
Turn your eye thing
um,
off, Greg. I don't like it.
We met those dudes. They played at the barn in like 98.
Nope.
Oh, that's cool.
And we totally met Brandon Boyd when he still had like dreadlocks and shit.
Wow.
I had a picture of
Last-
him with my brother for years, but I lost it.
The last show I went to at the barn was Matt Skiba and Kevin Seconds, and they played like acoustic.
Oh, Kevin
set.
Seconds.
That
That's
was
a
in
guy
like
with
the
an annoying
later
voice.
era barn.
He's what?
John, I don't
Kevin
like that
Seconds?
you like
Oh,
Matt
okay.
Skiba Blink music, by the way.
Well, I don't fucking care, Joe. I love Matt Skiba.
He's
It
not
was-
he's not Blink. Fuck Matt Skiba.
Do you like Alkaline Trio?
I do. Jake on Green Beers is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Dude,
I
fucking
like Alkaline
rules.
Trio and Blink better apart than together.
Okay.
They-
I will
totally
agree with
agree.
that, but I do like the Skiba Blink songs. I'm fine.
I
with
will
it.
say
I
the
didn't
last
listen
time
to
I
any of
saw Alkaline Trio though, it like they were fine, but it just felt like they were like they're showing up to work. Like it felt like they were punching a clock, you know,
Kinda,
like
yeah.
I felt like
Like,
Skiba
they were
Blink was
good,
like,
but it was like they didn't seem like they were really having fun. It was just kind of like, all right, we're here.
I'm saying
We
I
get
feel like
paid.
Matt Skiba Blink was like a cover band playing Blink songs. It was weird.
Well, it kind of was, right? And
Yeah, I don't like that.
the dude
Well, I guess
from Goldfinger
the
producing
Goldfinger
the
guy
albums.
produced those, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was his songs that had like a Blink vibe to
I just
it.
realized
and
I'm wearing this shirt.
I will say that they weren't.
I'm
great
surprised you don't
albums.
have like the old rabbit one.
I used
the
to
new
have one of
stuff.
those.
The new stuff with Tom is phenomenally better.
It's
Like,
great.
so good.
You know what I'm talking
Really
about,
good.
right? The old Blink
Oh, yeah.
rabbit shirt.
The
Yeah.
Loser Kid. Remember the Loser Kid
Yeah.
website? Yeah.
I saw
funny. My
I
oldest
saw
son is-
it was the Race Around Uranus tour, and it was Blink and Less Than Jake with like
Shit, when
8
was that?
fucking opening bands in like 98.
98.
So it was Dude Ranch Blink,
Yeah.
and they were like co-headlining, if that tells you where Blink was at that time.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead,
that show was
Less Than Jake.
yeah.
Oh,
That show was
wow.
rad though, because it was like 10 other bands were there at the one in San Bernardino, just because like they just threw ska bands on shit in the IE back then. It was just how it did. Like the Hippos were there, and like fucking Low Pressure, and like all the like local ska scene stuff. It was cool as fuck.
I think
Jeffrey's
I told
Fan
you,
Club.
Jason, the first time I ever saw Blink was in.
I almost died at that show.
Did you?
Oh, really?
Wow.
I seriously had to leave the crowd because I was like getting suffocated by crowd crush.
I'm glad you
like-
didn't die.
Yeah, like I was like, I literally can't breathe, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of this crowd because they're crushing too much.
I don't know if this is normal, but there's been times at shows before I was with Yvonne where like there's a small girl in front of me, and I'm not trying to be creepy, but I would just like be behind her, but holding the rail from.
I think we
like,
talked about this.
bending
Yeah,
before.
from
yeah.
crowd crush, and it just became a thing. It was like, I guess this is something I have to do.
You're
And,
like,
they would-
you're like protecting
they would
someone.
thank me like, hey, thanks, you didn't have to
Yeah.
do that. I'm like, well, my other option is just like being pushed into you, which is awkward. I don't want to do that. So
I
Yeah.
kind of end up in the role as a big dude where I generally just camp out a spot on the side of the pit, and I try
Yeah.
to like where there's small people that are like getting fucked up by the pit runoff, and I'm like, I'll just stand here. I got you guys. And also, like, it's kind of nice. You get like a breeze because the pit's going. You're not.
But I think I was telling you,
Makes
Jason, the first time I ever saw Blink was in '99 in Chula Vista, and fucking Bad Religion opened for them. I'm like, why are they opening for Blink? Also, Phoenix TX was the opening band, and they
Oh, no
were-
shit.
They'd
They'd
be
dude,
good.
they were fucking awesome live.
damn it.
So good.
Yeah,
Whatever
got
happened to
a
those
GeoGuessr game.
Hell yeah, GeoGuessr.
Okay,
California
well,
craft breweries.
Better than Michigan.
Joe, you got time to play a game?
Oh, this is yeah, Pelican? No.
That looks
Half
like
Moon Bay.
Northern California.
Oh, Half Moon Bay.
I was born in Half Moon Bay.
Were
I
you
mean,
really?
No,
that does kind of
Oh.
spoil it.
Is
It's
it
in
above
Half Moon Bay.
San Francisco or
I was
below
born in
it?
San Dimas.
It's below.
He loves.
It's
San
near
Dimas.
like Carmel.
Oh, here it is.
What's the music? Is that what the?
Yeah, it's part of GeoGuessr.
Okay,
I don't know that brewery.
I have no idea what this is.
I'm just gonna go.
That is
around
very much-
Taqueria.
That construction is very much like coastal
miles.
resort town. When you see
Oh,
that
okay.
building, you're like,
There
oh,
we go.
this is a
It's pretty
coastal
close.
resort town. 100%.
So what was the brewery?
Half Moon Bay Brewing Company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got we got 4 miles away.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's above. Yeah,
they're
there you
they're
go.
pretty close to Paso, if I remember right.
Full Circle Brewing Company. Where the fuck is that?
Where is
I
that?
never heard of them.
This looks
That
like
is an
Fresno,
awful,
man.
awful logo.
Fres-
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of Fresno, my nephew is on a visit this weekend
Doesn't
to
it?
Fresno State for baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Holy shit.
Fresno.
Does Fresno have any good beer? If he goes there?
Yeah, Tioga Sequoia.
Tioga Sequoia is really good. Yeah,
Oh, that's Fresno?
yeah.
Yep. Wait. There was a sign here.
Honestly, this could be Sacramento too.
My fucking garage smells like
No.
weed because of this turple can. It's wild. That kind of looks like Sacktown. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down.
Inyo. Okay.
Oh, that's Kern County. I'm pretty
Say
sure.
that's
So
not. Those
I
green
think that's
plants are not
Fresno, dude.
Sacramento. Look
Boom.
at you, Jason. What a unit.
Hey,
Oh,
Jason,
fucking
2.5
nailed it, dude.
miles.
Yeah.
What a dog. Absolute
We
dog.
know our California breweries.
All right. Nate Larson corrected me. Half Moon Bay is 200 miles away from Paso.
Oh yeah, half of
I
the
went to both on the
Burn-
same trip,
Burning Daylight.
but I forgot that I went through Big Sur between them.
I've
so-
never even heard of Burning Daylight.
I've heard of Burning Daylight, but I have no idea where they're from.
Oh, where? But
Looks,
where?
uh,
in
so we got some-
California?
Is that like
This
Is
is
that
beachy.
palm trees?
is that like
Looks
San Luis
coastal.
Obispo?
Lomita. I
No.
mean, isn't Lomita a fucking city?
It looks kind of more old towny than coastal.
It says South Bay on the.
That's a Southern California street sign, I think.
Go back to the street sign.
Yeah, it's like that blue. That's not Northern California. I don't
Nate
think.
Larson probably knows where this is.
Isn't that just a
feel like-
California thing? Like a standard?
No,
No, it does
No?
look like SoCal.
This feels Southern California.
That actually looks. I mean,
South Bay
it's
Credit
South
Union?
Bay.
The
Is
fuck?
it Torrance? What brewery
It does
was
not
it?
look like Torrance. That does not look like the South Bay.
Well, and it also
No,
doesn't
it
look like the
doesn't
South
look
Bay
like
of
Torrance.
the Bay Area. Like that's not San Jose.
I would
What?
say it's more South Bay, northern, not LA.
It's not Torrance. It's like maybe
No, there's
But
South
no.
that's not.
Bay is-
You wouldn't call that South Bay. Yeah,
South Bay is
like
pretty industrial-ish.
This is Southern California. It has to be.
what if it's? I mean, let's
mean,
go down the street a little bit more. I'm
San
not-
Jose is the South Bay area, but that
I'm
doesn't
just gonna
look
pick
like
this. Like,
That's not San Jose.
It doesn't feel like San Jose.
No.
all right.
I'm feeling Southern
Maybe.
California.
Okay.
What does that say?
Yeah,
What's the
music
sign?
so good.
SGI
Brexit
Fitness. Yeah. You say a Brexit sign?
No, I wanted to see the sign
Blackthorn? I don't know where this is.
because the
This-
sign had like a.
This feels like
interstate.
beachy.
Again, yeah, I said that, but
It kind of feels like not Santa
not-
Cruz ish.
it-
it's a fucking
it's-
strip mall. Like I
It
don't
does
know.
feel a little bit like Carlsbad, but
That's
not quite.
This is not Northern California, though. I don't think. What is
This
there like a
looks
grocery
low income
store?
here.
Find
like
a
cigarette.
find a phone number.
Or yeah, or
Find
find,
this
We
cigarette.
see an
like a-
area code and we'll fucking
find a
know
grocery
it.
store.
Oh wait,
Okay.
hold up, Nick.
This might be
No,
a
that's
cheat.
a military thing.
No, I've seen that shit. That's
That
like
shit's
Azusa
everywhere.
Shit.
I'm saying that's a military thing. That doesn't have anything to do with the.
City of Lomita.
I mean,
Lomita?
Lomita's in like the greater Sacramento area, isn't it?
No,
All right, well, I
Lomita.
think that gave it away.
Lomita?
then. Just go to Lomita.
Where the fuck is Lomita?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, chat.
No cheats. No
Where's
cheaties.
Lomita?
Yeah, it's near Long Beach.
Mario in the chat is saying San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Pedro. Okay.
Oh! I cheated.
I'm
No
just glad I
cheating.
was.
I'm
I'm
not
glad
gonna.
I was right about being Southern California.
I'm not gonna
So-
contribute because I cheated, but
Okay.
it's
San Pedro.
I'm just gonna go.
Mario says San Pedro, which
San
seems
Pedro.
What's
It's
funny
near
is
Long
like
Beach,
I know
correct?
it's supposed to be San Pedro, like if you said it the correct way, but everyone
Boom.
says San Pedro, so it just
Vote
says
for
San
Pedro.
That's how George Takei says
Have
it.
you been out there? It's a weird city. It's got a very weird vibe. It doesn't
Dude,
feel
I
like...
work-
Hey, we got within 1,000 fucking yards, bro.
Where was it?
Nice.
Lomita.
I'm
so
saying
Lomita
like
is
Long Beach?
immediately north of San Pedro. It's
Yeah, yeah.
south of Torrance.
So it is Southern California. I was
Never
right.
heard
It
of
is
the
southern.
brewery.
I never even heard of that city.
That was like when I drank that beer from Walnut. I'm like, where the fuck is Walnut, California? I've never
Ah,
heard
San
of it.
Black
Gabriel
Plague,
Valley.
San
Black
Diego.
Plague. That's
Black Plague's
yeah,
down
San
here,
Diego.
Oceanside,
Is it
right?
Vista?
I think it's Oceanside.
Joe,
I think
come
it's,
on, Joe.
Yeah, because I'm saying I think that's the Tony Hawk did a beer with them, right? I think that kind of looks like where Horace is at.
No,
this
Horace
feels-
is in fucking Sacramento, dude.
No, Horace is
Horace?
Oceanside, bro.
What?
he's in
Who am I thinking?
Oceanside.
Oh,
of
yeah.
then?
No, Horace is Oceanside.
Oh, I'm thinking of Moxa.
Moxa is Rockland.
Rockland,
Roseville. Yeah, Rockland.
Rockland.
This feels
Man,
Oceanside.
Man, I'm still burping up terps. I'm burping terps.
Burp and Terp.
This isn't Vista. I want to. Why do I think?
I
they're
want
in
to say it's
Vista?
Vista.
I think Black Plague is Oceanside, dude. Almost positive.
Hmm.
Do
I would
Oceanside,
trust
Greg.
Joe.
I'll take the fall for this if I'm wrong. It's O-side or no side playa.
Bottle share player. Boom.
A mile and a half. I'll take
Oh.
it.
Damn.
From Oceanside?
Good job.
Where did you
Joe.
pick?
No, here's
If you're
I
less
did
than
Belching
10 miles
Beaver.
away, then you're pretty good.
I would assume that. So my reasoning is breweries tend to stick together. So I found a brewery, Belching Beaver there, and I was right.
But Belching
Mile and a
Beaver
half,
is
not bad.
Vista. No.
Belching
Yeah,
Beaver
this is Vista. Vista.
There's also actually no, there is a Belching Beaver brewery in Oceanside.
It's a brewery, not like a.
Yeah, it's like a fucking
Line 51.
Production
Where the
line
f-
51. What the fuck is
The
that?
fuck is that? That
Wow,
I've never even heard
Looks
of
like
that.
it's wow.
That-
Look at the. It's
that-
East LA.
that looks
Dude,
like
they
a
got their
big
grain.
old
Look at their
city.
grain. Oh my god.
yeah. This isn't a
That smell,
oh,
though.
God,
Dude, that's
Yeah, you
come
can
on.
Smell that.
Hold on a second.
Their
Go back,
neighbors
Tyler.
hate them.
This looks. Hold on a second.
This looks like where
Is that like Colorado?
city of
No.
They're all
no,
California.
this is California.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
oh,
this
oh,
is
okay.
either SAC, SAC
City of
or
Industry.
LA or like
no. This
or
is
like
dude,
Berkeley or something.
this is Northern. Yeah, not. This might be like Oakland.
Look at this coffee place.
Mr.
Oh, shit.
Espresso, Oakwood Roasted. I think this is Oakland.
yeah. This is
dude.
like a proper city.
This is Northern California.
It's a proper city.
Proper
well,
city.
it's a big city. It's not like a suburb
This
like
is the
fucking
place.
Oceanside.
Oakland, baby.
All right, I get it.
Oakland.
Does it say Oakland?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, see, I was right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Look at me.
Oaktown.
From Oakland to
What the hell is
Sacktown, the
Oakland
Bay
on here?
Area, and back.
I think
down.
my favorite was probably the Everywhere.
I agree. Yeah.
I just love everywhere in general. I want to go. I want to take the train every weekend and go up there and hang out with those dudes.
I'm down.
All right, mile and a half.
1.6
Not
miles.
too shabby.
Oakland,
New
California.
results.
Home of Marshawn Lynch, the goat.
Hey, babies.
The Alvarado one.
Not a bad score.
We're geo guessing.
We're geoguessing.
That's really good. I liked this one too.
I unfortunately finished the actual Highland Park one.
Yeah, the Turple. I don't know if I'd want a 4-pack of that. One can is fine. That's
Breweries of the world. Here we go.
You can have all that if you want it. Yeah. Sarah
can't
took the
do this.
Turple.
okay.
Terps.
Sarah took the Turple.
I don't see a brewery.
That looks like where are we?
Orms version, and this isn't
The
California.
fuck?
Oh,
That's
this is
not-
of the world, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we're in Europe.
Jesus, I have no idea where
Oh.
that is.
Is this the brewery? I can't tell.
Could you imagine me like that's where we're gonna go drink beers?
Oh my lord.
This looks like Scotland, maybe.
It looks great though, dude. It looks nice and cool.
It's cloudy.
Is it English?
It's overcast. That's just rain.
No. This looks like
Leadland
no. This
the
looks
fuck
like
is this?
This looks like Scandinavia.
or Magnuson. Okay, this is Iceland.
Cloud water.
That's it. It's
just rain.
Scandinavia somewhere. Or like Denmark, maybe.
This is Iceland.
I want to go to
You think
Iceland.
so? Just
We're
because the
going-
Magnus.
We're going Reg-
Iceland.
We're going
There was a
Reykjavik.
YouTuber I followed that
Reykjavik.
he did
Guess.
like random vlog.
Oh,
Hey, it was Iceland at least.
that.
Yeah, quite a fire.
only reason I
155
know-
miles away. At least
Hey,
right.
dude, the only
got it.
reason I know Reykjavik is because I played Where in the World is Carmen San Diego back in the day.
Where
Oh, there you go.
in the world is?
What the fuck is this? Kozel.
Oh, God damn it.
Kidio, Umi.
That looks like Japan.
These guys fuck with some beer though.
Oh wait, that's Uni.
No, this looks like Eastern Europe.
What?
Greg,
the
have a 5
goddamn-
milligram edible and then tell
That's
us
the
where we're
brewery
at.
right there.
This
Oh,
brewery's
shit.
amazing.
Oh, that
Holy
It
looks
looks
fuck.
like a fucking
awesome.
Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yes.
Damn.
That rules.
I want to go wherever
Look at
this is.
What the
I wanna
hell
brew
is
the
One
that?
giant
logo.
smokestack
What's the
like
logo
that.
on the
Is
smokestack?
that a horse?
Is it a
I
bull?
can't tell what it is.
Is it
It's
Spain?
it's on this right here. It's a goat, like a bok.
The
Okay,
Dude,
that
I mean, I
sounds-
think it's Czech. I think it's Czechia.
It feels Czech.
Chechnya.
Yeah. It's a
Or
shame
Poland.
what's happening in Chechnya.
That was
Alright,
Team
I'm going-
America, right? Chechnya.
I'm going General Prague area. There we go.
America.
Hey!
Oh shit! 20 miles, dude.
Look
Nailed
at
it.
you. What a
All right.
unit.
We did.
Grego
Wow.
ravishes Prague.
Fucking unit.
Oh,
this
fuck!
place is
We're in
cool.
the brewery. We're
That
in
looks
the
like New
brewery.
Orleans or something.
right?
No, we're still in
What
Europe.
the fuck
here,
does that
dude.
even say, dude? This is Czech too.
Yeah.
What?
Or
What
no,
the
this
fuck does
it's
that
either
even
Czech or
say?
Polish.
Oh, there's a Roland keyboard in there. Hell yeah.
These guys, wow, this place is fucking rad.
This looks fucking nice.
What's on the ceiling?
yeah, where,
Yeah, look at
let's
this
go
bar,
here.
dude.
Imagine going to
This
that
is
bar.
legit.
Holy shit.
That looks
You got
dope.
booze too.
What's on the
Dude, I-
ceiling?
Any guesses, John? Any guesses?
No.
The chat can help.
Italy.
There's nine
Yeah,
of there's
brick-
9 of you here.
okay.
You guys can help. too.
Brick ceiling. When's the last time you saw brick
It's
ceiling?
a brick fucking. That's
That's
crazy.
Italy.
That's wood.
It's Italy.
isn't it?
That looks like bricks.
Oh shit! It is brick.
It's a
Holy
brick
shit.
house.
Brick
House.
house.
It
I'm
is
going
mighty
Prague
mighty.
again.
It's
Built
letting
like
it all
a brick
hang out.
shit house.
I'm gonna go
I
Prague
mean,
again.
it's European. Let's just go with.
You got to go Czechia because of the
I-
fonts.
I just got a text. Quick poll. Can
I'm
you
gonna go
easily
Pilsen.
afford to buy a home where you live?
Oh, what
Was it
the fuck?
Italy?
Bosnia?
Bosnia.
Oh, Bosnia.
No.
Yeah, we never would have
Yes.
gotten there. It's as close as we're gonna get.
There's a Bosnia. Oh, it's Bosnia. Okay, I thought it was Italy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sarajevo? Wow.
Honestly, man, if that's the
looks
kind
like
of
Vista.
if that's the kind of pubs they have in Bosnia, maybe we should.
Seriously, like Bosnia's got some low key.
There's half a boat.
Electricity or clothes?
Just a random boat.
Hold on,
Where's the
let's look
brewery?
at that sign. The language will clue us into where we are. No, go back.
That says
Well, it's a
that's
Victory Group
English.
company.
Wicker Group Company.
There was a sign on the street that had like a bunch of words on it.
Okay.
I mean, that's English right there.
Yeah, I think we're in the UK. That sign right there.
Oh, never
Chester
mind.
Close. Cornwall Council.
I mean, there you go. We're in Cornwall, England.
That's UK. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking
Cornwall, England. See,
what's
the
crazy
sign.
is it's a blue skies. What the
Oh,
hell?
Verdant Brewery. Is that where we're at? Is that what it says?
Verdant Brewing Company.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Look at that little sign.
in
It's
Cornwall.
like the no effects stage sign.
Cornwall.
I think Cornwall's in the north of England.
Do we think this is Scotland or
It's England.
It's England.
Cornwall, England.
I mean there's a lot of England.
Cornwall, England. That's the part of England in the north.
All right,
Cornwall.
you tell me where Cornwall is.
I don't fucking know. In the north. I
Tell me
thought.
where Cornhole is, Jason.
It's a bit northern. It's a bit
Zoom in more.
northern.
It's a
bit north, isn't it?
It's a bit northern, isn't it?
Where's our fucking English viewers? God damn it.
Or English fruit.
They're probably in bed.
There's a city called Mold. Mold. I'm gonna move to Mold.
It's near Derbyshire or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Is it next
Has
to
anybody-
Stoke on Trent?
Have you guys ever heard of Farmers Brewing?
Birmingham.
Farmers
No.
Brewing.
Someone just
No.
commented on a
I'm
YouTube
just
video.
gonna
of mine.
I'm gonna ding
You
it
should
there
try
in
Farmers
Nottingham.
Brewing.
All right.
Hey,
Oh,
pretty
Cornwall
far
is not in the north. It's in the as south as you can possibly get.
off. Yeah, that's
Where's
very
that?
south.
It's very south.
It's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, that's Also, the whole fucking country is 200 miles wide. So.
Oh, where the fuck
No.
is this?
Jesus.
And
Oh,
where's
this
the
feels
brewery?
Mediterranean.
This feels
Yeah.
like Spain.
Spain or
There's
Greece?
Greece, yeah.
Greece. That's a
Where
good
the
one.
hell?
Grecian.
It's a bus stop, dude. They didn't fucking brewery.
No, that
It's a donkey little logo.
Crazy
right? What is that?
donkey.
Crazy
San-
donkey.
Santorini.
Hey, it's probably
Hey,
So, it sounds like Italy to me, dog.
Abbondanza.
Santorini Brewing Company. I think in Italy or Spain.
Santorini sounds Italian.
That sounds
Very Italian. Right?
or yeah, Mediterranean.
I mean,
Nate
Spain
Larson
would
says
be
Greece.
Spanish, right? So
Let me see if
What's
there's anything.
what's the
on
name
this
of the
truck.
brewery again?
Hey, it's Greece.
Santorini.
Santorini.
I'm thinking
Oh,
Greece.
that is-
Santorini
that is
is
a-
Greece. Yeah.
That's a Greek flag.
Oh,
eh?
that's a Greek flag. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Let's go to Greece.
Yeah, go to.
Hey, I was right. That is Mediterranean.
You were very right. Where the fuck is Santorini though?
That flag bothers me. I don't know.
You don't like that flag?
It's just not pleasant.
It's
to
weird
look
because
at.
it has like a cross and then there's lines, so it kind of looks like
Yeah.
it should go. Yeah, it's visually.
Dump on
fine.
my flag and I'll eat your
This
ass.
is Santorini
John.
Islands though.
I've never heard of Santorini or whatever.
I don't.
Santorini is an
practice
island thing,
Santeria.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't practice Santorini.
This fucking music makes me want to take a nap.
Nah,
I just want to
chill,
turn
dude.
this. I just want to turn this on, like have a fan on me. And
That's
just,
the
like,
fucking turple, man.
close-
You got
Them
that turple
terps.
in. You got that turple in you, dude.
All right, I'm just gonna go Athens and YOLO
Yeah.
it.
It's a good
How's
call.
that?
It
Oh,
was an
no.
island.
Hey, you were right. It's an island.
Okay.
Yeah, the island of fucking Santorini. I was looking for it, but I'm like, that's pretty fucking far from.
Where is
Athens.
that? Zoom out. Oh
So
shit.
south of Greece, yeah.
That
Let's
couldn't
do
be-
California
that couldn't
breweries
be
again.
more than
Greek
the
islands.
Mediterranean.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
back
we're-
to California.
we're
I
in
want to
Europe
guess
too much.
California this,
Alright.
landscape.
Few results. All right,
I guess
this
that's
is fun,
good.
dude. I love doing these.
All right, I got a bio real quick though. Be right back.
Yeah.
You got a what?
It's got
Bio
a
break.
pee-pee.
I'm gonna do the same since he's going. I'll be right back. Then we can start.
Breweries.
Look at Greg.
have,
Look at you.
uh,
Me and you are the oldest dudes, and we're not peeing. Fucking units.
I mean, I have to pee, but I'll save it for another day. We'll let it marinate.
I'll pee tomorrow.
So, world's best breweries. We have
Uh,
U.S. craft breweries.
Definitely
Breweries in
not
Europe.
Michigan. Yeah, do U.S. craft
Hold
breweries. Let's do that.
U.S. craft brewery. Okay.
Yeah, let's guess United States.
All right. We'll get a go here.
That's
AleSmith, baby.
That's San Diego, playa.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's right off the
go.
805.
We go Carlsbad.
No, go south.
What's the hop
off,
highway?
it's off
right?
805.
Is it
Yeah, AleSmith is 805.
805
down.
Miramar?
Yeah, so it's Miramar.
All right, guide me here because
I can't see what that. My eyes are so bad.
so tell me the
Where are you in
freeways.
Miramar?
So,
where's
85,
it? Where's 805?
It's right here. The big, and here's 805 and 163. It's above that.
Right. So it's I mean the address.
Oh, it's around here. Okay.
It's on AleSmith whatever drive or court or something. Where's AleSmith Court at? Like they're so big they have the street is named after them.
There's the Miramar landfill.
Yeah,
That's
do that.
AleSmith.
I mean that's close enough.
I guess you already get. Yeah, that's
We're trying to actually do the exact location. It's on AleSmith Court
Yeah, but
off 805.
what's the major street?
God
San
damn
Clemente
it.
Canyon Freeway?
It's the street where Top Gun is.
Right.
What is that?
It's
Oh God! And it's off like a. You have to get on a different highway. Damn it!
I'm saying it. AleSmith is off at 805.
Isn't it Miramar?
Yeah,
Like
right.
the streets.
It's Miramar. Yeah, Miramar Road, I think, in AleSmith Court.
It's got to be.
Where's North City?
Where's Miramar Road, Craig?
I don't know.
Yeah, Shark Home Brewing said Miramar
Okay.
Boulevard.
Here's Solana
Oh.
Beach.
No, you got to go north of Solana. Oh no, wait. You're
North,
south of Solana
okay.
Beach. Sorry,
We're
no,
in
no, no. You're
Alesmith.
south. You're south of Solana Beach.
Here's Solana Beach.
Go south.
Nailed
Nailed
it.
it.
of
We're in
Solana.
805.
Alesmith.
Jason, we're trying to figure out where
Like the exact
exactly.
location of it. It's
Alesmith?
Miramar
It's
Boulevard and
Miramar.
Alesmith Court. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So if I'm going down the 5, what's the
Then you
exit?
can go. So
The
go
exit
5
is
to
not-
at
it's
8.
not-
Miramar,
it's
and
not
it's
off
right
at
off
5.
the.
I'm saying go 5 to 805. It's off at 805.
No, actually, go off 15. It's
you could
off.
do
It's closer to
15
the
too, yeah.
15. It's
Yeah,
off
it's an
15 at
offshoot of the
Miramar.
15. Yeah. Whatever. I can't remember the
Okay.
highway.
It's
just not
15.
seeing-
You get off
Miramar
at you get off at Miramar Boulevard.
Yeah, right by
Or
the fucking Marine base.
Yeah, it's right next to McKellar. Is McKellar still there, by the way?
You guys are telling me, okay, here's Mira Mesa.
No.
Okay. No, you're right
It's
there.
not off
Look,
the
see Miramar
15.
Cash and Carry. That's the street.
Okay,
right there.
gotcha,
You can,
gotcha.
you can
Okay.
get off. You
Here
can
it
get off
is.
at Miramar.
Here's-
from,
here's
Alesmith
Mira
Brewing,
Mesa.
right there. It's right there. Alesmith.
Oh,
It says
wait.
Alesmith. It's on the bottom middle, next to Ballast.
Down, down, down.
Oh,
Alesmith
I was looking
Brewing,
at
it's
the
right
top
there.
part. Sorry.
Where it says Alesmith.
You're about to get
Boom.
a bottle share playa.
Boom.
68 yards.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Oh, where's this?
that?
Harpoon? Is it
I
Harpoon?
mean, we're in California or U.S. Okay.
Oh,
This
US.
is US.
That doesn't look
Is
like
it
California.
Harpoon?
This
If
could
that's
be
the H from Harpoon.
I can see why you would say harpoon, but I can't.
Harpoon's in
What's
Boston.
the? Hold on. Look at the phone number.
It's
on it.
Harpoon.
Oh,
Fucking
800.
It's Harpoon.
There you
Damn,
go.
bro, Good job.
Yeah, I've been to
It's-
Harpoon
It's
before.
right in
What a-
Boston.
What a dog.
I was there, literally like in that neighborhood, but it turned out the weekend I was in Boston, Extreme Beer Fest was happening.
Oh.
And so all the Extreme Beer Fest people let out, and Harpoon was like a fucking madhouse, so I didn't go there.
2 miles. Nice.
Boston, Pop the
Harpoon.
Cod,
I've
fucking.
been there a couple times.
Okay, so true, we're in Colorado. It's in
Oh, there's
Uh,
True.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Girl, you know it's
um,
true.
girl, you know it's
Did you guys? Did I tell you guys I saw Milli Vanilli in concert
that's rad.
at the fucking Shoreline Amphitheater in 1990?
How
Young
was
MC opened for them. Who's an absolute unit.
So
That's
I
before-
think
was
there's
that before they were
somewhere.
discovered to be lip syncing.
Yes, they were huge when I went to that show.
True's like
Wow.
around here somewhere.
That's kind of crazy. Like you got to.
I'm gonna
witness
say
them
right there.
before they got caught.
They did like this whole sword show.
Oh,
like,
play
it was,
at 3 miles.
that was crazy.
Girl, you
True
know
is
it's
an
true.
Denver-
awesome. Like you walk into that place and it's fucking dark. It's just like you need to.
Employees are required to carve pentagrams into their
I think
They
next
require
year
you to
Denver,
rest Slayer into
before
their
returning
arms.
to work.
Yeah.
Denver's like the biggest beer town I haven't been to in the West, and
Same.
Jason,
need to
you
go.
need. We need to go to GABF, even
We do.
though you're a GABF hater, and I get
This
it.
looks like
but
a Sierra Nevada.
Why are you
No?
a GABF hater, Jason?
it just seems like
uh,
a shit show. It's like too
Okay,
much.
right.
Well, it is a
Alright.
shit show, but it's also worth experiencing, especially if we all four can go. It would be so fucking fun.
I would-
Oh,
I'd go
fucking
again.
awesome.
I just need a
We,
reason
I don't
to
know
go.
if we'd survive.
It's expensive to go. It's a problem.
I just need a reason. Greg, beer is the reason.
This looks like
Found
Sierra
no
Nevada
reason
and Mills
for
River.
me.
No,
The amount of
I mean,
the
what's the
super tall
the
Zoom in
license
on that
plate is
truck,
blurred
dude.
out. God
Zoom in
damn
on
it.
that.
The license.
Oh, that's
plate
Sierra
is blurred
Nevada,
out.
definitely. That looks like Sierra Nevada.
It
not
does.
Chico though.
It's gotta.
It's
I've
not
never been.
Chico. It's definitely not Chico.
Was this like Windsor or something?
Mills River, I think, is
The North Carolina one. It could be.
that's a fuck off brewery. Yeah,
That's
this,
a
I mean,
huge fucking.
Yeah,
building.
that's
nobody
gotta
else is
be-
making. It's got to be
My
Sierra
gotta be
Nevada,
Sierra.
Mills River, North Carolina.
Fucking
Oh,
Sierra
North Carolina.
Man.
We've been doing pretty good at this, by the way.
I have
just
no
gonna-
idea where Mills River is, even though I've been there.
We're a beer geek, spear geek. We're pretty fucking good.
Mills River. So this is one where you can look around forever, or you can just put a pin in and get within
Yeah.
50 miles of Raleigh.
Charlotte.
What's the other big beer city in North Carolina where Matt worked?
Asheville?
Asheville. Yeah.
Asheville. Okay,
Better than Michigan?
it's closer to Asheville than anything.
Better than Michigan.
Is Asheville better than Michigan?
I would
Is that-
say they are. Yeah.
I got
They
a lot
are,
of
yeah.
Michigan people in my other Discord. I should start
Dude.
some shit.
this fucker.
Where
like,
the fuck is Asheville, bro?
California beer doesn't touch Michigan. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's
Like maybe you know what? You know where I will say
I'm just gonna
Michigan
go
probably has the edge
50-50.
is in stouts.
Boom.
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
whoa.
Oh,
Where
they're
the
in Denver,
fuck?
dude.
That was New Belgium, no?
That's fucking Sierra. That's New Belgium.
That was New
Oh.
Belgium? Oh, shit.
New
Well, that
Belgium.
makes sense.
That was the actual New Belgium.
Oh, son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
It's Fat Tire
Wow,
Playa.
my bad.
We
I've
fucked
been to
up.
both,
We were patting
and I
ourselves
totally
on the
fucked
back.
up.
We're like, we're so good at this, and we fucked that.
I've
one up
literally
hard, dude.
been to both. I've slid down. So New Belgium has at the end of the
Slide.
tour, they have a slide. Then I've been
Yeah.
down the fucking slide.
I
there.
slid down the slide too. It was dope.
God
I
damn.
slid down the slide.
Have a little slide.
Accomplice
We got like a
Beer
private
Company.
tour.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. It was fucking
But they got
awesome.
I
ESPN
love.
on
I just
screen.
love how ESPN is
Sports
like.
teams. So
Oh,
is
look at
it
those
a-
boxes of wine they got back there. Look at
Is
that.
it Indiana?
Look at all those
or
boxes of wine,
Texas?
I'm looking at the box wine back
I've
there.
never heard of
Accomplice?
Accomplice. What is
Accomplice
that?
Beer
Saints
Company?
on.
Yeah, it's somewhere that.
Beerology.
Look, I'm gonna be a hater, but this is somewhere that sucks.
It's got to be like.
It looks like it sucks.
Oh, they have Bud Light on the back. bar.
Yeah, dude.
That's
This
not-
doesn't look
Is
like.
this
a
like
good
is this
brewery.
like Idaho?
What can, and it's
Wine.
also serve yourself.
We got to go outside, I think, before we.
No,
figure out
I
what
want to
shit.
see the. Here's the
They
names
probably
of
have
the
a Trump
beers.
flag outside.
Upslope.
They don't
New
even have
Belgium,
their own
Odell.
beer. This isn't a brewery.
It says it is.
These are
Upslope.
all
Where
other
the-
beers. But hold up. Look at them again. I think they're Colorado because they're all.
I
Colorado
think so too.
breweries.
Oh, mostly Colorado,
It's
right?
Upslope,
Odell.
New Belgium, Odell. Yeah,
This
that's
is like
that's
Idaho or Wyoming or
Colorado.
something.
No, it's
it could be
Colorado.
Idaho.
Jason's right.
Colorado?
I mean, it could be Idaho because they don't have shit there, so they would just get.
Idaho's
Colorado
terrible.
stuff.
No, Upslope. Are they Colorado?
They had left-hand
Avery.
signs. Yeah,
Is it
this
Avery
is,
sign?
it's Colorado adjacent at least.
This is gonna be like, dude, this is gonna be somewhere crazy like Cheyenne, Wyoming.
It is a cool fucking room.
It's a cool spot.
Go to Boulder. Try Boulder.
Over the shoulder boulder holder.
Boulder.
Up to the
Oh
left.
my gosh, I'm drunk again.
There you go, Boulder.
I'm
Up,
drunk again.
up and to the left.
Up
up,
to the
there you
left.
go.
Up,
There we go.
back and to the
Okay.
right. Back and to the right.
I'm gonna go Central Boulder.
Central Boulder.
Hey, Jason, 80 miles.
Where is it?
It was even
It's-
further north.
Where is it?
Some podunk town.
Where is that?
Cheyenne.
Oh, that's
No
Wyoming.
fucking way.
Who
Stop
said
it.
Wyoming?
I did.
Here.
Yeah, you
Christ.
fucking nailed it.
Is it really Wyoming?
Wow.
It's in
Fuck,
Cheyenne,
motherfucker.
Wyoming, dude.
You're like, what? Just gonna be in some random podunk Wyoming town.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing.
I feel bad for
score,
Wyoming.
though.
That's
Josh
All
All
Allen.
right, we'll do one
Right
more.
around.
One more.
Yeah, I got to get
brewery.
out of here after this.
They don't got
Okay.
much going on in Wyoming.
No.
Brewery brasseries.
Let's do California again. Or what are
Yeah,
we
the
doing?
California one is
California's fun.
It's fun because we've been to a lot of them.
We live here.
Let's see. Was having good luck with the search before, and
Michigan.
now
Dude, I cannot believe what my garage smells like from this fucking beer still. It's insane.
okay, let me back out.
Where the Buffalo.
Here's craft breweries.
Is that our profile or your?
That's mine. Yeah, I pay for GeoGuessr.
Oh,
Okay, I played a lot.
What a dog.
I think it's a fun little.
Absolute
I
unit.
stream it to the TV and like the fam's all, oh my god,
Oh my god, so good.
oh my god, yeah, breweries.
Oh my god.
All right,
So this Highland Park Timbo I have is straight room temperature right now, and it is
I'm
fucking
not having
delicious.
good results now. All of a sudden,
Attractive
You call that-
bollards of the universe.
beer.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 2 beers. 3 beers. 4 beers.
What is happening, Greg?
Swig a beer for the working man.
There we go. Breweries of the world. Breweries
And a Bloody
worldwide.
Mary.
No, we
World's
want
best
California.
breweries. U.S.
California.
craft breweries.
I
Breweries
still-
in Europe. Those are the only options so far.
Oh, I thought
I
we did
still,
California before.
I still have fucking.
Tell me which one.
Purple Timbo aftertaste. in my
Jason,
fucking
it's
mouth.
insane, bro. It's fucking. This beer is crazy.
It's so weedy.
I can't get
We already
past
did
it.
this one.
Eat your Wheaties.
I still.
Didn't we do
We
California?
haven't done this
before?
one. We
I'm
did
also-
that one, yeah.
I'm also thinking about
Alright.
Greg crawling in his house.
I don't want to do worldwide.
Eh.
Just
I don't
super
fucking-
dark.
That's Tioga
Quiet.
Sequoia, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, street.
What is that?
What the fuck is
This
that?
is World Breweries.
Oh, I
World,
can't
World
do that.
Breweries.
I'm not
This looks
good
like
at that.
a fucking Swiss
It
brewery.
was like Finland or something.
It said Streetcar Brewing Company. No, those are American cars.
What? That's not American.
Hold on.
Area
Mike,
code
what's it?
301, my dudes.
301?
I don't know where that is.
No, neither.
Still looks
I
Swiss.
don't know players.
Artists and Craftsman Supply.
All
right, we gotta go down the street. We
on the
gotta-
left. Like
we gotta learn-
This looks Oregon-ish to me.
look at that. That looks
Uh,
Swiss as fuck.
No, this
Whiz.
feels like this feels more. I don't think it's Oregon. Doesn't have Oregon vibes to me.
I wish I could
It
see
feels
it.
more middle of
there.
America.
Oh, what does that say?
Oh, Prince
Prince
George's
George.
County.
Prince George's County?
Florida?
This
So, like-
sounds. Is this Michigan?
It's like fucking Maryland.
The houses don't look.
Wait,
Michigan
Rhode
at all.
Island.
Rhode Island.
There's Rhode Island on the fucking street side.
Okay,
Well, but that doesn't mean anything, right?
I'm going with it.
Are you?
Yeah. Fuck it.
This might be like
Yeah, just
Baltimore or something.
Go to Providence, dude.
Providence.
I think Jason, that's a good call. Providence.
I say it feels very like crab for me. So
Now
I'm
here's where
Maryland.
we see if Greg knows where Rhode Island is. There you go. Ah, we're pretty close.
Okay,
Where is
not
it?
bad.
Okay, wait.
It was,
where was
Baltimore.
it actually?
No way. Is it Baltimore?
We're pretty close. We're 4 states away.
It's Maryland.
Yeah, it looks like.
Okay.
Dude, that's
We
what I
got-
said.
We got 3,000.
Good job,
points.
Joe. You did it.
It's all good.
You did it.
Oh, wow. Look at this
Brewery.
place.
This
is
is
Highland.
like Texas, dude.
This looks like Highland.
Zoom in on the,
Inland Empire.
This
Or
is
like
like Iowa.
Midwest.
Fucking
what's
Iowa.
the silo.
All
What is
right,
silo?
we're gonna go get some beers tonight.
Go to
Oh,
the
look, it's got
silo.
the saloon doors, dude, like a fucking Old West tavern.
That's what I'm
What is that?
saying.
What is
Greg, go to the goddamn silo.
that? So what's
The
silo
silo.
say on it?
Okay,
That's as
you
far
can
as I can
read
get.
shit.
Looks like it
What
says
the
the
fuck is that
brewery.
even supposed to be?
Brewery.
You know, fuck this place.
Is that Meridian, Idaho?
Is it Meridian?
Wait,
Pittsburgh. It's
But that's-
fucking. Oh no, wait. It says. What does that say? Oh, I
wait,
thought it said Folsom.
Polson Schools. Polson is the name of the place, maybe?
I don't know.
That's the fucking craziest brewery I've ever seen in my
Like
life.
who goes there?
This looks like the barbecue place I went to in like kind of rural Texas.
Not even Google wanted to drive around. to
It's
get a
so
better
Texas
photo.
or Kansas.
It's very
So
it
middle
feels-
America.
Yeah, it feels like the middle of the country for sure.
It's just flyover
Omaha.
country.
It's Omaha, somewhere in Middle America.
Early
Burden
buy on wood pellets
wood
and
pellets.
logs.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta do it, dude.
Western
For-
building.
Do it before it gets cold.
Look at this lady.
Oh,
Person's crossing. Oh, look at this outfit. What state is this?
Dude, she got them high tops.
She, with super short shorts and like a backless. What are we doing here?
She's
Zoom in on her.
started. That's as
This
far
is
as I can go,
quick.
my friend.
This might have been the person who was talking to me last night.
She's
Look at
rocking
those
it.
shoes, though.
Why are we?
We're
doing?
not
We're
gonna
trying-
learn.
We're trying to
Look
figure
at
out where in
this
America
fucking
by her
lady.
by her outfit.
She's a
Hold on,
woman
what's
wearing
his
red
business?
Converse. Like,
A
She's on the way to the
okay.
food pantry.
All right, there's a food patch.
Oh, jeez.
God, these buildings are boring.
Polson.
Oh my God.
Polson.
Molson?
Polson something.
Yep, Polson, I think, is the name of the town. I've seen
don't know where
Polson
that
somewhere
is.
else. This
No
RV
idea.
can suck a dick.
His name was Robert Paulson. Is that the one?
This is Bob. Bob.
Hold
had
on, go to
fish
the right. There's like a billboard.
Duford Tire.
Where the fuck is Duford?
It's somewhere country enough that
Duford.
they don't even put area codes on their fucking phone numbers.
They have one area code.
Yeah, that's what you learn is that this whole area has fucking one area code.
They definitely don't have hoes in different area codes. What
They
is
don't
this?
have different.
Schultz
area
is having a
codes.
sale. What the fuck?
What is that? Like that's like a half of a trailer thing. Like what is
Peop-
that?
The
Is it
chat
a
is
building?
saying-
These
the chat is
buildings all
saying
seem like they're
Big
like
Sky
mobile.
Country. Is this Montana?
Is this Montana? Yeah, Moose Drool.
Montana's way
It-
prettier than this.
This feels more deserty. Yeah, this feels south.
This
farther
feels
south.
like
Yeah, I
fucking
would
Central
say-
California, dude.
I'd say Albuquerque over to
This
Oklahoma.
looks like Merced.
Aren't there mountains in Central California?
Merced is very sad.
I feel like this
That
is like
sucks.
Nebraska, North Texas, somewhere,
Ooh.
Nebraska, North Texas,
or like
okay.
Oklahoma, North Texas kind of area.
But it looks very deserty for Nebraska.
I don't know.
This is
I'm
what
going, like,
Oklahoma looks like.
Albuquerque.
Well, so hold on. We have overhead electrical, so that means it's somewhere in the Midwest, probably, because all of our stuff is underground out here.
Not
not all
here.
of it. It depends.
A lot
Yeah,
of
what's
it
up with
is.
that power line?
Once you hit a
That's what I'm
neighborhood,
saying.
that everything
feels-
goes underground. But
Not
This
my
feels-
shit, man.
This feels Midwest. You guys have overhead power lines out there?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
I just had tree
Well,
trimmers.
for like, because I live in a
You go
brand
South
new house,
Dakota.
so like they have the
No.
power lines.
I'm
but
telling
then
you,
right
I'm
before they
thinking
hit to my
Oklahoma,
neighborhood-
I'm
man.
gonna go around here. How's this?
And it's overhead?
Jason.
I think Oklahoma.
Let's go North Platte.
Sure.
Yeah?
What?
Let's see where we're at.
I don't even know where that is.
Hey,
Where were we?
800 miles.
800 miles away. That's Montana.
Oh,
Idaho.
it was,
Mon-
was it
Is that
Montana?
Meridian?
It was like Idaho, Montana.
Was the
It was
chat
Montana.
right? They said
That
Big
was right.
Sky Country.
Zoom in. Where is
They
that?
probably Googled it though.
Zoom in.
Where is that?
I can't see it.
Polson.
Lake.
Polson is.
Is that Montana?
What lake is that? Where
Montana,
the fuck
yeah.
are we?
It's
Yeah.
Montana?
Goddamn
so.
near Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, but it's yeah. I think it gets kind of
Radio Brewing? Never heard of
Oh,
it.
no.
radio.
That's a cool town.
radio.
That's a cool, like, I like the-
Radio.
A radio.
Live transmission.
Plugged in and ready to fall.
This looks kind of like Hood River. But
Where's
it's
that
not.
at?
Yeah,
Oregon.
right. Or Roseville.
No,
mountain.
that's not
It's-
Northern California.
There's like a pine forest.
No,
outside.
Roseville's
Yeah,
very
super
piney.
clean mountains.
This
Yeah,
reminds me of
Roseville's very piney.
where dude, we used to do our arcade podcast in Eagle, Idaho. This reminds me kind
Kellogg.
of Idaho.
Kellogg.
I don't know what Kellogg is.
Kellogg, the breakfast cereal and shit is all in Michigan.
Greg,
They don't
do
have pine trees.
Greg, I feel like do Eagle,
Where's your
Idaho.
vapor center?
Eagle,
Vape
Idaho.
Cafe.
Vapor center.
Vapor Cafe. That's
Everybody's
not
like
Food's
vape
so
too.
funny at the vape cafe.
Somebody's like vape too. Yeah.
Greg, do Boise, Idaho. This feels like Idaho to me. I
White
feel
people.
confident. in
Idaho.
this. I feel
Idaho.
confident. I've been here before.
All right.
Dude, speaking of which, you guys, we were posting about the fucking brewery thing in Meridian, Idaho, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Well, that's what I was telling John yesterday. Like, there's nothing in Idaho, like beer wise.
Yeah, but if you look at where they opened in Meridian, like that's basically like opening a brewery.
Oh,
Oh, where is it?
Coeur
at?
d'Alene. It's in Idaho, but
oh, it is
yeah, good
Idaho.
call.
I
Yeah.
just was far away.
It's like the equivalent of them opening.
I
it's
was
like
far away.
It's like Idaho's Temecula, from what I can gather.
Did
Yeah.
you know that Bruce Willis tried to like buy out a town in Idaho in the 90s?
Really?
Yeah, like Bruce Willis
For
like
himself?
bought out a whole bunch of land in this place called Haley, Idaho. Yeah,
Let's
He
do
just-
Cincinnati,
because he was
Ohio.
like, "Oh, it
Is that what it
turns
says?
out I'm a millionaire
Yeah.
and I can really easily just buy property in this place because it's cheap."
I was gonna say those
And-
buildings feel East Coast. That's Midwest, though, I guess.
So what happened? Did he make money from it, or what?
No, like I think he got tired of it and just fucked
Oh,
off.
I picked the wrong city.
I can't make it on my own.
Neil's Yard Dairy.
Neil's Yard Dairy.
All right,
My
this summer
uncle,
was
he-
this summer with snow because that truck is rusty as fuck.
That-
Oh,
very-
that looks
yeah,
Detroit
this
as fuck.
Or I say, or like Baltimore again. Something like this is.
This looks
Ru-
old.
Rusty could
Where's
be
the brewery?
beachy, but this does not have beach vibes.
Spa Terminus.
No, this is Snowbelt for sure.
Where's the
Where's the
brewery?
brewery?
Like, where's what beer is this?
This looks like Europe, dude.
It's in that van.
Wait,
We're in the
U.S.
We're in the U.S. though, right?
it
Yep.
might be. Are we sure? Because that looks very Europe.
Oh, we did Worlds. Yeah, sorry. London.
Oh,
Borough of
Jesus.
South. Yeah. I still never found the brewery though.
London Borough of South Park. Is that what it said?
Southwark.
Going
South
down to
Fork?
South Park, gonna have our South Park.
Just pick London. If it's a borough, it's
Boom.
got to be nearby.
Pick Notting Hill. That was
Hey,
where
it's
Julia
a
Roberts
that's
was.
one we've had. Just
I'm a
random
dancer.
guess. Wee wee woo.
We're
All right,
geoguessing.
woo, wee, woo. We geo guessed. That was fun,
What unit?
boys.
Idaho's Temecula is. I'm right. Idaho's Temecula is a hell of a statement. Yeah.
I like Temecula.
That's what I
dude.
gathered. I was like, if the
No,
brewery
I'm not
opened in
insulting
some
Temecula.
random
I'm
place
saying
in
Temecula's-
Idaho,
I'm out of
it's going to be
beer.
like some upper middle class, like mountain community.
Ballast Point did not work in Temecula, right? It closed.
Yeah, they closed.
It's
Yeah,
been
they
closed
closed.
for a while.
But Temecula
Did the
is
Carl
also middle
Strauss close
class.
there?
Like, I mean,
No, Carl Strauss is still there.
No.
I went there a month or 2 months ago before a baseball tournament.
yeah, we were there about a month ago too.
Yeah, they got good food. I like Carl Strauss. Carl Strauss.
Calls.
Dude, I remember moving to San Diego and we'd like drive, listen to the radio, and like he would do his own reads for the commercials. I'm like, why are they having him do that? You can't understand. He's like, I'm Carl Strauss, it's like a bill. We're like, what?
What?
They would have
We
the
make
old
some
guy.
yeah.
Like he legitimately did his own radio reads. I'm like, you can't fucking understand this commercial.
That rule.
I
say
am
no,
Carl
it's legit.
Strauss, come to a brewery. It was the best.
Because
We
that
had
was a
Chris
big part of
Kramer
the
on the
branding
show.
early on. Was like, we have a real German, and that's why our
Right.
beer is good, right?
Yeah, this is our guy, and he was.
Are they still 100% California as far as
Ooh,
that-
restaurants and
stuff. I think
I'm
so.
not sure anymore.
They just closed their Carlsbad location, though. I think they moved everything to, gosh, where did it go?
No, they had one in San Marcos, right? That's the one that closed.
No, there was one right across from Costco on Palomar Airport. I think
Oh.
that's the one that closed. Shoot, I don't know.
No, it was San Marcos because
Are
I
you
remember
sure? I thought
you
Carlsbad.
invited me to come down there because you.
Oh
had
no,
a
no,
baseball
that so
thing.
that was the little outpost that also closed. They just announced
Oh.
that was closing. Yeah.
Okay,
Gosh, that was fun. That was a fun spot.
I never knew ye.
No. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to go.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
same. I
My
have to go
sister's leaving
grocery
tomorrow. I'm
shopping.
so sad right now.
All the hardcore viewers.
Bye,
sticking
sister.
around for the last
I
2
know, she's
hours.
going-
We have
they're
more
back.
people. Honestly, we have more people now than we did during the show.
Yeah, that's usually how it
You
goes.
guys are fucking
People
awesome.
people love GeoGuessr.
You know,
I think
you're
people
not
just
hard.
like to hang out and hear the ransom banter, but rather than the actual focused show. You know, where we're
Everybody
on
who's
some-
still here, I
Yeah.
just want you to know that you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
That's right.
Actually, I'm mad at Jack Black right now.
They'll be fine.
Okay.
It's
He
okay.
did KG dirty. He did KG
They're getting-
dirty.
they're getting
KG
back
made a
together.
joke on stage about fucking.
They're getting back together. It's
Trump
fine.
getting like it. Yeah, I was like, this better be the best setup in the world for a Kyle quit the band. But
You can't say that though, dude. Like, come on. He can't say that. What he said.
Yeah, you can. Who gives a shit?
Come on. You can't.
Fuck
say
off,
that.
Jables. You don't throw
Okay.
KG under the bus.
I honestly, I'm aware of the drama, but what actually happened?
So it was like, it's Kyle's birthday, make a wish, and then he like wished that the person who shot Trump had better aim.
But I'm like, dude, you can't say that.
Yeah,
to
that's
him.
pretty low.
And then Jack Black was like, did a whole thing where like the band's broken up now and he's revisiting their relationship. And
So
I'm
is
like,
that where
"Oh,
the meme
fuck."
came from? Like this is going to compromise the tour or whatever the fucking meme was.
No, that's because Justin Timberlake got a DUI and he said that.
okay. Jesus Christ.
This is going to ruin the tour was Justin Timberlake got a DUI. And while he was getting the DUI, he said, this is going to ruin the tour.
Okay.
Which
Wow.
prob-
All right.
which isn't true. He was fine.
Yeah.
It's not. This is gonna ruin the.
You know,
tour.
I want to say things about
Don't say
what
anything.
Kyle said, but I'm not gonna.
You can't listen. You can't say that, bro. You just can't.
It's
Yeah.
bullshit. Jables
But I will
was
say,
not-
the funny part was is like
Jack Jables threw Rage Cage under the fucking bus, and it was bullshit. I'm
the
mad.
funny part about that though, like when Jack Black first like tweeted out that was it. Everyone's like, everyone wants to be rock and roll until someone says some rock and roll shit.
right?
I'm like,
He's
that's
got
true.
As long
Good
as
point.
there's a record deal,
Yeah,
we'll
straight.
always be friends.
Like, dude, didn't you see like the Tommy Lee post on Instagram after that happened? And everyone's like, "Fuck you, Tommy Lee," and everyone's like, "Everyone wants to be rock and roll until you do rock and roll shit."
You know what? Forever fuck Tommy Lee. Like he's a.
But did you see what he posted? You would like that.
No, don't. I don't care. Fuck
Tommy
him.
Lee's dick so big, it's got a knee in it.
Dude, I'm not gonna
And
lie.
with that, thank you for watching.
Jason, I was in college when that video dropped, and we watched that. We're like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
This guy's got a hog, dude.
it was insane. I'm like, oh, is that what you're playing the bass drum with? Like, boom, 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 boom.
Jesus Christ.
all right.
Yeah. All right, boys. I'm gonna go grocery shopping. We'll see you next
Where,
time.
dude, where are you going? Trader Joe's?
I go to the Aldi.
Oh, all these. Do you still have to put a coin in the carts to get them out, and then it gives
Yeah,
it back
dude.
to you? Yeah.
Just Europe. Yeah.
It's
Aldi's
perfect. Everyone takes their cart back because they want their
just the
fucking quarter.
It's the best.
Aldi's
dude.
Literally, they're like, it costs a quarter to get your cart, and all of a sudden, everyone's like, "I'll take it
Dude,
back for a quarter."
My groceries are half of what we used to
Oh,
spend
Aldi's, dude.
yeah,
Aldi's the best.
Aldi's great.
for the
Really?
same
That's why
shit.
all these people are talking about.
They
Like,
just-
oh,
They just don't have everything I need. Like, I always have to go somewhere else.
There's
after.
yeah,
We go to Sprouts.
but still, I'm saving
Like-
a lot of money going there.
Yeah,
Oh, of
Sprouts is
course.
expensive as fuck.
I know,
But
but can
between-
we get the same stuff at Aldi's? Like-
Aldi got all the shit.
Depends
that I
on what
need,
kind of
dude.
stuff you're talking about, but
I don't
like
know
the
what I'm talking
specialty vegan items, probably not.
At all.
Honestly,
I mean, there
dude,
are
Aldi's
some.
has some good vegan stuff, dude. They
Hmm.
do.
And it's cheap as shit.
I'll have to check.
And
them out
someone
then.
said Aldi
Everything's
has like
like
a
$2
beer
bucks.
line that's pretty okay. Like, have you guys ever drank the Aldi
Yeah,
beer?
I used to buy Bitburger there.
No,
think
yeah,
Jason wanted to do Aldi's on cheaper.
Bitburger
corner.
all day.
Let's do
And
it.
Bitburger is cheaper at Trader Joe's.
no, they're like
At
worse
Aldi.
Trader Joe's beer.
But Trader
the
Joe's,
Aldi
everything's warm for their beer, right? It's all on shelf.
At least
So-
it's
Yeah,
fresher because they burn through it. Aldi,
Okay.
not so much.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Aldi's
Aldi
beer's
generally like 3-month-old beer,
they had Swami's for a long time, but they haven't.
but it's
lately.
all old.
At Aldi's?
It's all like 4
It-
months old. Yeah,
The age of the Swamis depends on how often I personally have been to that Aldi.
no doubt.
I feel like in the same way with like the gas stations that I go to, where it's like, why is this old Swami's here? I thought I
Same
bought
day
it all.
from last time.
It's like I'm the one who buys it. Like
That's so
I feel
funny.
like the 7-Eleven off Scott Road knows me because I'm the Swami's guy.
I'm the
Like
Swami's guy.
I buy all the Swamis. Like
We're
because
putting new
why would
Swamis out
anyone else
here.
buy it? I don't know. But anyway,
All right.
thanks to everyone
Till
for
next time.
hanging out, and
All right,
we'll
duders.
see. I don't know, probably next month sometime. So
September.
oh, Joe, let's
Yeah.
talk.
September.
Not necessarily right this moment, but in the next couple weeks, let's schedule.
Yeah, let's do a
I'll
CBC.
come down. Let's do CBC. Let's figure out some beers.
Well, we got it.
let's-
So John would have to come down too because he's got all the audio and like good
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
to do.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
everything sound great. Well, Greg can come
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
can
he
it's
come
wants
too.
to.
weird
I
doing
got all the
CBC in your garage, like the same
I
place.
really
you
think
do
it would
Browse
be-
Arcade.
I feel like the arcade would be the perfect place for it.
It'd be fun, dude.
No, I'm
I'll just
not
be in the
listen, I'm
background
just saying it's going to
Doing
be
E Honda on your ass.
We'll do it like in a different angle. Like we won't do the same place. We got to go to the corner. That's kind of
Sure.
inherently a thing.
There, I
Like,
mean,
even the
the
spot where
one
Joe
corner
records.
has Street Fighter on it, so Greg could be playing in the background.
There you go.
That's right.
Just Greg doing E Honda the whole
Just
time.
fucking 100 hand slapping.
100 hand slapping
And
his fucking.
You guys like,
his dick
hold
and
on one
balls
sec.
around.
Let's get a quote from Nagel over here. What do you think of this shitty beer or this cheap beer? It's good.
All right.
I legit am thinking of trying to trade one of my Midwest friends for some fucking real American lager.
You got to do it, man. You
Do it,
gotta
dude.
Fight
for the American rights of lager. every
man.
I'll wear my fucking Mega Power shirt that I have. We'll
do you
it.
have like a Hulk rules with the little?
I have
tear in it?
the yellow Mega Power shirt with the red.
Oh,
it's
no
like
shit.
Red Star. Yeah, I have that
Sounds
shirt.
red.
I'm down for new CBC, and I think YouTube is as well because it's
Yeah, come
the
cruise
most
down,
popular
dude. It'd be
thing
so
that
fun.
goes
It'd
on
be
YouTube.
fun. It was a
So,
fun
yeah.
show.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It we'll have to like find our thing because like the whole dynamic in the old one was like Matt is the pretentious beer
No,
snob,
the
and I'm making him
tagline
drink
is,
beer. I make Matt drink cheap
for-
beer, right?
Exactly.
Well, the new
Yeah.
thing is like where Joe and I fucking love drinking cheap beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the new angle.
Welcome to
And,
Cheap Beer Corner, where we fucking love drinking this shit.
like I almost want to brand it something different, like Cheap Beer Corner 2.0, because it's just a
We're-
different vibe. You know,
We're gonna call it Rad Beer Corner, Dope Beer
See,
Corner.
the CBC revisit or revive.
Cheap Beer Corner. I don't know.
Reload.
Anyway.
Licky.
We still have those stickers too. Joe doesn't have a fine malt licky sticker.
I do. It's on my
Fine
fridge.
Oh, you
malt.
do?
Sure
Oh,
do.
okay, cool.
I
I
sure
didn't
do.
know that.
It's a bottle.
Greg, did you
AAA.
turn the eyes on
It
again?
turns longer than I realized.
Cocksucker.
Like it's been, I think, since like 2018
You know
that
what?
we've been talking. So
All right, fucker, hold up.
what happened? What are you
Jason
doing
it
now?
too? Jason's doing the eye thing. I don't like
The
it.
stream will never end. What's happening? Oh, the NVIDIA eye thing?
Jason, hey,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Jason, stop looking at.
Stop fucking looking at me, dude.
what's up, Jason? How you doing?
Greg and Jason
Great.
are just staring at each
Everything
other.
good? Is everything good with you? All right. I want to handle this. Want to take it outside?
Dude, Jason looks so fucking crazy right now.
Makes my eyes all big.
Oh my god!
You look like you're a serial killer.
Okay. All right. All right. Goodbye. Jesus Christ.